Yo, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome everybody to another episode of the House of Nerd Show. What are we on right now? 83? 84?
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. You like that, eh? Hey, we're live. It's Sunday morning. Thanks everybody for coming through, hanging out with us on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning, man. We're excited. We got a couple dope creators gonna hang out with us in just a few moments. Mr. Alexis Ziritt and Mr. Andrew MacLean. We're talking Death Fight Forever today. We're gonna get into that. But yeah, how you doing today, Al? What's going on?
I like how right before we started the show, you said, "Should I do the intro? I'm not gonna do it," and then immediately hit the intro and went live.
You threatened me with humming.
Oh no, I
I
said
heard
you
that and I said,
can.
oh, we can't do that. We can't. I've heard you sing, ma'am.
Oh,
You leave
I know
that.
you're not talking. You were ad libbing the other day. He didn't know he wasn't muted.
Are you gonna tell everybody about
Yeah.
that? Go for it. Go for it. Yeah. Hey, listen. I had Naz's new joint dropped the other day, so Al caught me in the studio. Yeah, ad libbing to the new KD3 album, which is, anyways, that's another discussion, man. No, how you doing today, Al?
No, it's a day.
Yeah, another day.
Hmm.
Man, come on. You're not excited?
Wong.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Something Wong. What's going on? What's going on? Joe Love Comics saying have a good show. Unfortunately, won't be able to make it, but excited to catch the replay later on. Hey, it's all good, my man. Thank you for catching it whenever you can. Aaron, what's going on, my man? Ron, baby. We're excited. We're talking Death Fight Forever, man. Film Noir, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's Cookie. It's Cookie. How you doing, Cookie? Yeah, we're hmm, that's bad timing. That's bad timing. That's I don't take.
You're really on it this morning.
Hey, I haven't had my coffee yet.
Mm.
I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine, or my coffee intake, I should say.
Mm.
So I got some Ceylon tea going on, which is it's got
Some
coffee.
saline teas?
Is
Salt
that how it's
water?
pronounced?
I don't know what
Ceylon?
you're talking about.
I don't know. I think it's from Sri Lanka or something.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to cut back, trying to live a little healthier. Yourself?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
You're like,
Actually, I haven't had caffeine. Like, yesterday I had a Red Bull, and it was like the first time I had like caffeine in like a month. And then I
oh,
was just shaky the rest of the day.
you were all jittery.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. I've seen you jittery. Is that why you're always nervous? Huh. Okay. We got Mike E in the chats. Let's throw that one up. You're saying morning. Still going to ask about the Headlopper Kickstarter comic count if it comes up. Hell of a time trying to find the count for issue 1 and 2. Hey, I'll be sure to ask Andrew that we're gonna bring them on. Hey, you know what? Let's stop
Dean,
wasting time.
the
That
king of
man is
Amazon
drinking exotic
himself.
teas and so. Hey, sometimes like that. Just basking in the ambience. The Ceylon. How did you pronounce it out? Ceylon? Ceylon tea?
No, I thought you were saying saline.
Oh,
And so I
saline.
thought you were just drinking salt water.
No, saline. Oh, I see. I see what you did
Hmm.
there. No, man. I'm kind of a degenerate
If I
doing
have
this.
to repeat the joke, it's not funny. You know what I mean? So
Then
let's
I
try to
guess.
pay
I
attention
guess
the
you're not
first
that
time.
funny, ma'am.
Let's
I
try to
guess
pay
you ain't that
attention the
funny.
first time.
You need new material. Work on your stuffs. Hey, but listen, it's Sunday. We're live. We're talking Death Fight Forever. Let's bring them on. Alexis and Andrew. What's going on? You're gonna bring them on in for me one time. Boom, boom. Hey. ¿Qué tal? Buenos días. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good, yourselves?
Super
Good, man.
duper excited to have you guys on Indie Underground OG Legends, man. Excited for this one. Alexis, this is your second time on the show.
Yeah. Superstar.
What's that?
Superstar.
Superstar, 100%, man, 100%, man. Hey, we're excited, man. You guys are big time doing. You guys have done big things. I mean, the Headlopper. We got Night Hunters. We got Space Riders, Apocalyptic Girl, man. Tarantula. All kinds of man, you guys just banging out belting out the heaters, man. So we're excited, man. Andrew, this is your first time coming through the show. Thank you for coming through, my man. How's it going? Where are you guys coming to us from live?
I'm in Pasadena, California. Sunny Pasadena. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
Oh, so you got all of us up before we should have to be on a Sunday, huh, Sergio?
Pretty much.
Hey, for those who don't know, I made Alexis get up extra early today. I said, Alexis, you were here a good hour ago in the studio. You were trying to hang out with us. I said I'm cool with it. You know?
Yeah, I was like, I am the only fucker here. Like,
oh man. So thank you, gentlemen, for coming through. We're talking your new Kickstarter project, which is live right now, folks. It's live, and we dropped the link in the chats. The link is in the description of the video for the Kickstarter project. Death Fight Forever. Can you gentlemen let the fine folks at home know what Death Fight Forever is all about?
Yeah, sure. So Death Fight Forever is well, I wanted to write something that I just thought, would play to Alexis's strength. We've been friends for years, and I was like, I wanted to just like take a crack at making, the craziest Alexis comic that I can make. And beyond that, like I was thinking, his stuff reminds me of like 90s video games, like when I was a kid playing like Double Dragon or Contra or like even like the RoboCop, on Nintendo, a whole bunch. So I wanted to write like a story that felt like each kind of chapter goes through a level of a video game. In like, so it's a simple story where you've got these two characters, Ash Biggle and Marlo Mendoza, and they have the same enemy. They were enemies. They were would fight each other originally, but they teamed together, to track down a common foe. They both want revenge, and they'll be able to get revenge easier if they team up. So the two of them team up, and they go through all this kind of chaos to track down this crazy cosmic overlord, snake-headed guy named Lord Slither. So it's just this beat 'em up, action comedy. That's just through everything from the fighting through the streets to fighting in some like Kirby cosmic world, of Alexis's creation.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm just trying to throw as much crazy shit at Alexis as I can to make him draw it, really.
And it looks absolutely crazy, man. So I understand it correctly, Andrew, you're on writing duties, and Alexis, you're doing all the interior artwork?
Yeah.
Okay. So live right now, folks, Death Fight Forever, 44 pages. No, excuse me, 144 pages of action, comedy, crazy adventure. I heard reptilian in there somewhere. So some crazy stuff. Alexis, what's your take on the book? How did you guys connect to get?
Me and Andrew like met like probably like more than 10 years ago. Like I remember he sent me like an email like probably like 2009 or something like that. But he was doing like a blog with like a bunch of like he wanted to put just like make a blog with like a lot like people he likes, like illustrators he likes, like content. I don't know. Somehow a few months later we were like doing like a show together. Like, we were in the same table even before we made any comics.
Mm-hmm.
Very much we were just like sitting there with nothing.
Oh.
Pretty much, yeah. We had the same art rep too, so we were both in all these conventions together for years, and like you said, it's been over 10 years now at this point, I think.
Okay, so you guys have been buddies for a minute, and you guys are doing cons before you guys even had your books out. That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay. So from similar areas, because for whatever reason I was thinking, Alexis, you were out in Cali as well. But
No.
you're in Arizona right now.
Well, I used to live in Miami. I moved to Arizona like a year ago.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking. Miami,
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah. The last time we talked, I was living in Florida. Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay, man. Everybody's all over different time zones and stuff, man. But it's cool. Yeah. So, actually, you know what? I think before we get any further into this, we got a dope promo vid for the Kickstarter. Why don't we play that now? I'm gonna hit that, and everybody can have a look, a peek at just exactly what they can expect here. Where's it? Here we go. Hey, listen, folks. If that does not get you hype, like balls to the walls, excited, man. I don't know what is. Uh yeah, blowing away. Looks incredible, man. And we're gonna throw some interior pages in just a bit. But yeah, man. I mean, Andrew, you touched on like some of the inspiration behind it, but I mean, how did this all? I mean, it just seems well. First of all, it's very. You can see it's very fitting to both. I think your styles there. Which you touched on, Andrew, trying to fit with Alexis is kind of he's done the cosmic space stuff, and so I mean, how did it all come together, and what can folks expect from the Kickstarter project? Maybe talk about some of the different tiers and all the bonus stuff because there's a lot of cool shit.
So the original idea came from Andrew, like t-shirt design. He made like a t-shirt design with a character with a sword, and he said like "Dead Fight Forever." Um, I love that design like for a long time, and then we were like, like every time we see, uh, every time we were like met in a convention, like we talk about like doing like something together, you know. And when he told me it was like "Dead Fight Forever," it was like great because first it's like a great name. And I love it. That t-shirt. I wear that t-shirt until like like disintegrate on me. So it was like perfect. Also because he had like that like 90 style, like Rambo, meet Contra, meet Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, whatever.
Hey, for whatever reason, I got those like heavy 90s Contra vibes too, man. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
So I'm not really into like video games. Like I never play video games. I never own like a video game thing. But I always like when I was like a teenager, I always like went to like in my town to like the arcade thing and watch people playing the games. And I always like thought like the story of the game or like the between in the games when they tell you the story were like so great.
The cutscenes.
Yeah, so so I feel this comics is like the current scene of like a video game.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's how I picture it too. Like I picture like each chapter is kind of like a level, and so each like the start of each chapter is like the cutscene. For the beginning of the level, they give you like just a little bit of like where they are, and then they basically it's a ton of action. So there's just like huge, insane fights that like lead you to the end, which like leads you to like what would feel kind of like the last cutscene at the end of a level. I always think of like almost thematically it kind of follows like the original like Mario game where Mario thinks he's doing this thing, Mario thinks he's gonna go save the princess, he thinks he's fighting the real Bowser or something, and then he finally kills the bad guy, and Toad or someone pops out and is like, oh, you have the wrong castle, like this is not the right, your princess isn't here, you've got to go do this other thing. So that's kind of like what happens here is you have these cutscenes that like each time they're going out there like, we're gonna go kill this guy, like we're gonna get him, we're gonna get revenge, and they're over and over again find out they're barking up the wrong tree, and he's just further and further out of reach. And so I try to set it up like that, exactly to feel like those cutscenes and stuff. A lot of the characters were, like Alexis said, at least started as maybe t-shirt design, or they started as like just characters that I kind of built up over the years, kind of didn't really have much of a story, but they all felt like they belonged in the same universe. And so eventually when we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do together, I was like, I got this whole cast of characters already that don't have a story, that totally fit your aesthetic, and we can just write a story to really make it, to bring them all together and have a lot of fun with it too.
So we got some of the cast of characters here, guys. We got the reptilian there. I believe his name is Lord Slytherin, or
Lord Slither, yeah.
Lord Slither, excuse me. And then I love this guy's name. It was Bash Biggle.
Yeah.
Bash Biggle. He's part of the Biggle brothers, Crash and Bash.
Yeah, they're like the in my mind they're like the characters from Double Dragon. They are almost like mirrors of each other, like that's why they look almost twins, except one's like blonde hair. I just picture them, like running through the streets picking up like spiked bats and like chains for weapons and things.
I love the name because one of my one of my favorite 90s movies is Out for Justice, like Steven Seagal.
Uh-huh.
And his name in the movie is like Gino Felino.
Oh, that's your favorite movie, no?
It's one of my favorite, but from the 90s, yeah, probably my favorite, like Steven Seagal for sure. Like that one, like he just like go and like kill like 100 people with his hand.
For whatever reason, Bash Biggle, I think of it, and I think of and it reminds me of Dirk Diggler. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dirk Diggler. Al, you're a big Dirk fan, are you not?
No, not that I can say confidently.
But it's great. And then we've got here Sergeant Marla Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us a little bit about these characters, guys?
Yeah, so like Bash and Crash, like I said, are kind of like these these super thief, street brawler characters. They're like famous for being able to like crack safes and like be the guys that you like hire for a job when you need someone to like get you out of a jam. And this whole world, even though I didn't really get into it a whole lot in the book, the whole world is like complete chaos. It's like everything's run by like gangs and everything's like tribes and everything. And so Marlo runs one of those really powerful gangs, and they're called cops with a Z. So it's like they're kind of like there is no police or anything in this world that there's no real structure to this world. So it's like she runs this gang of thugs basically, and at the beginning they work for Lord Slither, who's this like he's this like demigod from like another plane of existence who's come to Earth to kind of like just take over, like take whatever he can. And so Marla and her cops gang they're teamed up with Slither, and but Slither's he's a real son of a bitch, and he double crosses her. He spits acid in her face. and plucks her eye out of her head. That's why in this image here, her face is all like, it's like it constantly oozes like green, like slime over her eye patch.
I love that.
And so, yeah, in Lord Slither, you know, we have Crash and Bash Biggle, and Lord Slither kills Crash. And so at the beginning, Marla Mendoza and Crash and Bash are enemies. Like, you know, Crash and Bash are brought in to help, you know, to defeat, you know, Lord Slither as he's trying to steal this like, this almost like a Mayan temple kind of thing. And Marla's there to defend it. So they're fighting each other. But when Slither double crosses Marla, she's like, I want to get my fucking eye back. Like, I want to get my life back. And Bash is just ruined. Like, he's the dumb brother. He's the slow brother. He's like, he feels like he's nothing without his brother Crash. Like, they're not a team. And so he just falls into like complete despair. And it's Marla who picks him up and is like, hey man, like, team up with me. Let's go get this guy. Like, let's get our life back. Let's kill him. Let's do whatever we got to do. And so that's what kind of gets them started on this road. But, you know, as I tried to allude to, even with the first pages you can see here, they end up somewhere totally different. They don't think they're going to end up in this place that I call the Netherverse, this other dimension where, you know, Lord Slither is like a god, basically.
So it's not like these two enemies, they team up. It's a tale of revenge. They're out to get Lord Slither and save the universe.
Yeah.
While they're at it. And we got some interior pages here that you guys hooked us up with. So it looks like the book is this the first couple pages from the book here, or are they just
This is where we start. This is where we meet both of them. We figure out, you know, we get a little bit. The first chapter deals a lot with Bash and how Bash, you know, finds himself on the road to, you know, to want revenge. And then the second chapter deals a lot with Marla. So at first we see them we see them as enemies. And then in the second chapter, we see how they kind of team up and head out to, you know, on this, you know, road of bloody revenge.
Yeah. So I love it. And then we can see here just like the classic, man, the super incredible interiors from you, Alexis, man. Absolutely love it. I love that very first page. I mean, all of it really, but you know, you got that cold open almost. You see them in the cosmic setting, and then we go a little bit into the story of how the hell they get there, right? You know, I mean, this must have been a whole lot of fun for you, Alexis, to get to draw these characters and tell this story. You know,
it is, man, because you know, it's like I like comics that are like over the top, you know, like when it's just like crazy shit, like comic. Because I think like comics should be like that, you know, like it's no point make comics about like real life, like normal people thing, you know, like like that's why they make like TV shows. You know, you can watch TV shows for that. So, and I always like love like that character too, like the strawberry, like the tiger one. What?
So I was gonna say in a lot of your books, I know actually in your books too, Andrew, you guys have a lot of like. So there we got the tiger, right? ¿Cómo se llama? What's his name? Commander Thunderfang.
Yeah.
Which is great. So, what's the creative decision to kind of have these anthropomorphic characters in all your books?
Because it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's pretty simple.
Yeah. I want a badass tiger in my book. Let's you know.
You know, like when I was doing like a Space Riders, like I know like I wanted like a robot girl, and then I wanted like something like you know, like an animal. I love like the freaking what is his name? Like Mono. What is the monkey? Baboon. It's a baboon. It's not a baboon. It's a mandrill.
Yeah.
You're talking about your character in Space Riders.
Space Rider, yeah. So I don't know, like when I moved to like United States, I always like saw like people were like really into like monkeys. Like every time I draw like a monkey for like some reason for like a cover, people was like, "Oh my god, a monkey with a gun!" So like I know coming from South America, I never like understand like why people get like so excited about like a freaking monkey, like you know. So I guess like that was the reason I put like a mandrill, who is like the only monkey I really like. But like yeah, it's just fun, man. Like drawing like animals, it's awesome.
That's it. To the point. It's fun. It's fun to draw animals. Okay, I dig it, man.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Yeah, because Andrew, you've got like what is it, the bat monkeys or in Headlopper? Yeah, I mean that Headlopper first of all is all kinds of craziness. You got all kinds of crazy characters in there, but similar thinking there.
Yeah, I think that, and I already had the character. It seemed all this cast of characters that I'd kind of dabbled with a little bit all seemed so up Alexis's alley. And the other thing that I had thought of when I was kind of getting this thing started with Alexis was like I felt like I've loved all of Alexis's books, but one thing that I really noticed is back in the day when he did a few that were his writing that no one had written for him, it was just complete like chaos. Like it was so clear to me that is like not only what Alexis like wants to do, or so it seems to me, but also he's really good at it. Like he thrives in the chaos. Like he said, like a comic book should be fucking crazy. And so to me, that's the like I'm keeping the story pretty simple. Like I've set up some revenge, and then I'm just letting these crazy characters go do crazy shit, and I'm trying to give Alexis the chaos. You know what I mean? And
we're here for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, me too. Like that's it. I'm a fan of Alexis's, so I'm trying to just tap into that same thing. And so, I mean, as you know, characters with animal heads and shit. At the end of the day, it, like Alexis says, it just looks cool. I'm just trying to give Alexis cool shit to draw, but at the same time, it's like since it's not a super serious book. It's like it's a revenge action book. It's also, and because it's already crazy, it's also like funny. Like it's not supposed to be taken seriously. You know, like Alexis said, it's not real life at all. You know, I'm not trying to make you cry with this. I'm not trying to teach you. It's
change your life. Yeah,
man. It's just a roller coaster ride. You know, it's just craziness.
You say that, but real talk, man, your books, man, they're life changing, man. They open up a world for us comic readers, like real talk, man, to just some dope, crazy, wild stuff, man. Like I remember the first time I came across Space Riders, I was blown away. I said, "Yo, what is this stuff?" Like, you know, and then Headlopper and all you guys stuff. Like, so, I mean, hey, it's fun, cool stuff, but I think it's fair to say it can also be a little life changing. Before we, Norton Sinclair here in the chats, he had a comment here. Andrew, he's saying Andrew was the talk of the comic shop yesterday, with rumors that he used to live in upstate New York. What shop is this?
True.
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I used to live in. I just moved out of Massachusetts, so
okay.
So it was in New England. I used to live in like the New York City area for a while, but yeah, I've been up to upstate New York a handful of times. There's just a decent amount of shops up there that I've made the trip out to go visit.
Oh, okay. So not too far. I'm Toronto, so a couple hours from the border there. Yeah. Are you gonna make you guys? By the way, actually, you guys gonna make your way up to TCAF next year or this 23?
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man. You guys gotta make it.
I love TCAF though. Love it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I love TCAF, but like I don't know, like I feel like I am like too old for like conventions now. I don't know, like I went to like Heroes Con, who I love, but after the convention, I was like, do I need this? Do I need to do this? Like,
you're like been there, done that.
I don't know, man. We are even like doing like convention. Well, me, Also Andrew too, like for like more than 10 years. I don't know, after like the pandemic and like all those like 2 or 3 years like doing anything, like I went there and I was like, I don't know.
I feel like I have so many friends saying that right now. Everybody went through like lockdown and they got used to not having to be in an airport and used to not having to carry armloads of books around.
Yeah.
Everyone, I think I'm done with shows. And I totally get that. I feel 100% the same. But at the same time, I feel like all my friends are in comics, and so I only see them on the road. And so if all of us are now too lazy to go on the road, I'm like not gonna see anything.
I had the same problem. My only social life is a convention. That's it.
That's it.
There you go. So you gentlemen gotta make your way up. Reunion of sorts, man. Come through the TCAF, Hey, drinks on me, gentlemen. Drinks on me. Do it for the kids is what
Right.
Norton is saying. 100%, man. 100%. What's going on, Joey? You've been up to Toronto before, Andrew?
Yeah, I've done TCAF maybe 3 or 4 times. I love Toronto. I think it's such a cool town. Yeah. I always find the people there, especially at TCAF, to be just so chill and so excited about books. Like it blows my mind. I always feel like it had shows in the States that you always got people who like come up and like, what's this book about? Tell me about it. And you gotta like really sell it to them, But at TCAF, I always feel like people just come to the table and like, oh, cool cover, I'll take it. You know what I mean? They're just like, they're curious, they're excited for books, like they're there for it,
Yeah,
they don't
that's true.
Twist their arm,
It's so funny because I've heard like multiple people pretty much verbatim say the same thing, man. Just
believe it, yeah.
And L, I hope your take. L likes to throw slander towards Toronto often.
Not Toronto, but to cons. My thing is like, if I don't do cons, I'm not a very social person. But like, if I could go to a convention and like the solicitors don't make eye contact with me and just let me buy the book, I would go.
Yeah.
Toronto, TCAF is just like that. People just like can give him out. Like I remember like. Also the same story like him here, you have to like sell it, like a car dealer.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my book, it's about blah blah blah. But in Toronto, people is like, nice art, give it to me.
Hey, we're chill up here, man. Shout out.
Toronto's a great city. Like people is amazing too. Like I remember last time I actually stayed with like Andrew in the same Airbnb. And it was in downtown Toronto. It was like next to like a street bar, and it was like no noise at all in the night.
That's so funny, man. Well, you guys recall where in the city you guys were staying? Or it's too long ago, eh?
Yeah, I don't remember. I know it was probably pretty close to TCAF, the reference library. So
it wasn't the same like main street of the library.
Oh, okay. So that's Yonge Street. So that's like the main, the big boulevard like downtown there. Okay, all right, cool, man. Hey, again, I'm gonna put you guys in the spot. Come through TCAF, man. Applications are still open.
So good.
We'll check out a couple more interior. Oh, you know what? So I love this page here, and I read it, the one on the right there with the chopper and Flight of the Valkyrie. Came into my mind right away.
Yeah. Actually, like I grew up like watching a lot of movies, and when I was like probably like 12 years old, I only watch these movies and repeat: Apocalypse Now, Clockwork Orange, Pink Floyd The Wall, Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm. It makes so much
sense. So when I saw this. Like when I read in the script like this, I say like, okay, first I want to throw the Rambo, like chopper. Remember Rambo, like chopper and Rambo? What, 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Like it was like the chopper was like a main character in that movie. It was like the bad guy because he's huge.
Iconic, man, for sure, 100%. And I got the same sense here with this for sure.
Yeah, and actually the idea about the song and the orange like came out later with when I was like putting the colors, I was like, oh, now it makes sense. Like, if I put the song in the back, the orange, it make like that same feeling in the movies, when you like see the chopper like coming.
Actually, we got a couple of the covers here. So Andrew, your cover on the right there, Alexis, on the
The left.
yeah, for sure, man. Dope. So that's Fight Forever hardcover, yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna do soft cover, but we were trying to think of ways to kind of give people who are on the Kickstarter something kind of unique, you know, something that's like if you're because like we'll sell afterwards after the campaign, we'll print extras and take them to shows and stuff.
Mm.
But we're like, what, you know, what kind of incentive do you get to be there at the beginning, to be there, you know, part of the Kickstarter? So last second, like the day before we launched, we're like, you know what, let's do the hardcover just for like the Kickstarter backers. So the hardcover is exclusive to backers, and then after that, that'll be it. No more hardcovers.
Okay. Oh, we got a question here from Joy. I missed the beginning. Does Andrew plan on revisiting the world of I always have trouble pronouncing Apocalyptic Girl.
I get it. Me too. I do have some ideas for it. I consider it, but I don't have a plan for it right now. I have ideas that like could bump it out to like a trilogy. It's just like drawing takes a long time, so like I just haven't gotten to it. But yeah, I have some ideas. I might get back to it. I mean, if you've read the book, you know, the end kind of opens up the world to something else entirely. You know, the Apocalyptic Girl. It's all about the life that she's made for herself, which is very small and very like she's kind of living in solitude or whatever. But then you get to the end and you're like, oh Jesus, this world is like enormous. So I would like to explore that. I kind of hint at it a little bit in the hardcover edition. There's like an epilogue story where I kind of like hint at like there's other adventures that could happen, but I haven't gotten to it. I got some ideas, but maybe someday.
You know what? I came late onto that book. I started reading Apocalyptic Girl recently. Wonderful world you're creating. Absolutely. For those folks who might not be familiar, can you hit them with a brief synopsis of the book? Because it's definitely something that I feel like everybody should go check out.
Yeah, sure. So Apocalyptic Girl follows this girl Aria and her cat Jelly Beans. It's post-apocalypse. You don't really know exactly what how it happened, and you just kind of see her trying to make her own life. And so my favorite thing about the book was really just her day-to-day stuff, like her going hunting for squirrels, or her like going around and like, you know, because she's like a mechanic type character, so she goes around and fixing robots, just trying to get robots running again. And that's my favorite part about the book. I could do just that and like have basically no story, just how does she survive. And she's living in this like subway car and everything, but she's got this tracker that keeps going off. She's clearly got a mission, and it takes you a long time to figure out what exactly she's looking for. But that thing that she's looking for was basically the catalyst of the apocalypse in this world. One of the major problems is, you know, different world, but not unlike Death Fight Forever. What remains of kind of humans, they're very tribal. They're all in groups and they're warring. And so the thing that she needs to go find, that she's been looking for, the real reason she's here, is right in the heart of where these tribal wars are happening. And so she struggles to survive this place. That's like really largely what it's about. But she also just struggles to like keep her mission moving forward. And that mission kind of unfolds, so I don't want to spoil it too much. But it's about our surviving in this total chaotic world that's overgrown with, you know, like Earth is reclaiming, you know, nature is reclaiming what, you know, humans have done to it, and we watch her try to survive that and try to like complete her mission. And when she does, you really get to see like who she is and what she's working towards and everything. So yeah, this cover on the left, that's the cover to the hardcover. Mm-hmm. And that's her, you know, chilling in her home that she's made in her subway car, which is probably was my favorite thing to like draw, you know, like at the end of the day, like the reason she's got a mission and like all these things happen is because the story needs a plot. But I would have happily just drawn her trying to live in a subway car and trying to, you know, go hunt squirrel and fix robots.
But that's one I love that about. So I got about maybe about halfway through. But I really love just those day-to-day moments, right? You know, her cat come back with like that squirrel lunch, and the relationship she has with her cat Jelly Bean, and just kind of like the landscape really feels like a world that we can kind of fully immerse ourselves in, you know. So Grace, actually, I feel like you'd really dig this one out. Check it out, Apocalyptic Girl. Yeah, it's great, and that was nominated for a YASLA or YALSA.
Yeah, it was like a young adult like library award or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it was considered young adult. Now that I think about it, all my books have some brutal decapitations, so it's violent enough. I'm almost surprised it's for young adults.
And not to digress too much, but speaking of brutal decapitation, Head Lopper, man, you know, the classic fantasy / adventure. You know, our main character here was it Norgal?
Norgal, yeah, the Head Lopper.
Norgal, walking around with a big ass sword and decapitated witch's head, and they're up to shenanigans in their land, you know, which is great. And before I forget, I had a question from Reddit user regarding the book. Where is it at here? Nerd Pop is his name. He wants to know how many issues of Head Lopper 1 and 2 were printed. I guess the original Kickstarter run.
You know, I don't remember the exact numbers. The first print run of the very first self-published Head Lopper comic was only 100 copies, and then we printed. I know we reprinted it when we did the second issue on Kickstarter, but I think we only printed, you know, like a few hundred more. So I feel like, I wish I remember the exact numbers, but I think it's less than 1,000 of all the self-published stuff. Not a whole lot of it.
Less than 1,000. Okay, so small, relatively small print run. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the 100. Okay.
All right. Cool. I had to make sure I had to ask that for the Reddit user Nerd Pop. Hope that answered your question, buddy. Back to Death Fight Forever, man. So the book opens up in the the Yucatan Peninsula?
Yeah.
And then you've got these Latino characters. I wanted to ask you, Alex, is it important for you to include Latino characters in your books? You have it in, I think, pretty much. I mean, Night Hunters, Space Riders, I believe too. Is that a conscious choice, or just kind of?
I think when I came out with the idea, you know, why not?
Yeah.
You know, like I think, like I said, like in the last Night Hunter interview, why everyone has to be white, you know?
Hey. I love it, man. You know, I'm Latino, so it's always dope to see some dope ass characters, you know, and instead of the usual, you know, way that we're portraying.
Also, I feel sometimes I feel like Latino representation. Now living in Arizona, which you know, like I feel like when they say Latino, it means just like Mexican. Like that's it. That's Latina. No, like Dominican Republic, like no.
Oh yeah, no, especially in the southern states and like going to the West Coast, it's
Yeah, right here, like I think I pretty much was the only Venezuelan here in this town until like somebody else moved from Venezuela. But you know, I feel like every time, like, okay, let's represent Latino, Mexican. You know?
It's true. Unfortunately, it's true, man. You know, I mean, I get asked anytime, oh yeah, you know, you Latino. I say, yeah, are you from Mexico? Nah, man.
Yeah,
I'm not Mexican, Holmes. You know, so. Yeah. But so it's dope to see, you know, these other characters, Night Hunters, you know, being set in Venezuela.
Caracas. Yeah.
Where is it at? I got it right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Latinos, hello from Argentina, Damian Connolly.
Oh, Damian Connolly, yeah, like he have a comics right now here.
Yeah, you
with Behemoth. or they changed the name now to like another thing. But
Sumerian,
Sumerian.
Mm-hmm.
But like I know Damien and Facebook probably for like the last fucking like a long time since I opened like Facebook, I think.
That's dope, man. Hey, so we got different. Yeah, shout out,
No.
Dee and Matt. Looking forward to your new joint dropping next week, right?
Which we'll be talking about later.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No, it's cool when you see like people, you know, like they were just like trying to be in the business, and now like they are in the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It's dope to see, eh?
Also, when he's like from South America too, you know, like
fellow South American.
Yeah.
There you go, abrazos. There you go, man. I love it. I love to see it.
So El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Eso, pues. Whose choice was it to set the book in the Yucatan?
It's Andrew. Andrew, like, you know, he already have like the characters. He already have like like I remember when he sent me the first like pass of the script. It was like what I really love about the script is it's funny, you know, like the comedy on it, because I feel like I never like do like comedy stuff. Probably, you know, you have like some funny stuff because it's cheesy, like Tarantula, Space Rider. Space Rider probably sometimes it's funny because it's over the top, but it's not supposed to be funny. Definitely like Night Hunter is not funny at all. Night Hunter is like depressing as fuck, like, you know, like also because when we were
shout out,
when we're like doing like Night Hunters, we have like all this shit like here in the United States, you know, with like the police and like, you know, Afro Americans, so it was ugly. But yeah, like I remember like when I was living in Venezuela, it was like a police state in Venezuela, you know. You had like, it's like normal in Venezuela, you see like a military truck in the corner of the street, the downtown, with like people with like guns out, you know.
Yeah, I love it. Night Hunters, to be honest, one of my all-time favorite comic books, man. No hyperbole, man. It's a classic, folks. If you guys haven't read Night Hunters, I implore you, man, check it out. Super dope stuff. It's smart, it's intelligent, it's fun. You know, it's saying something like, you know, it's, you know, maybe a little too close to reality, or not that far from. I mean, you know, we're essentially living in a lot of places in a police state, man. You know, so it's great stuff. And then you know, Real Talk, just dope ass art, man. You know, some
and
crazy
to touch on the art, my daughter pays no attention to anything that I do ever, but she saw me working last night, and she was like, "You're gonna talk to the guy who did Uncle Grandpa cover?" I'm like, "You don't even talk to me," but
that's great.
Yeah, this is such a cool cover.
Yeah, that's how my kids are like, "Oh, my dad is cool."
Yeah.
Oh man. And I gotta shout out this 8 Billion Genies cover. One of my favorite covers.
That cover is amazing.
All year. Super dope, man.
Thanks, dude.
Super dope. Yeah. Right. How'd you come like get involved in this one here? Hot book.
I'm friends with I've been friends with Ryan Brown for a handful of years. I think he's had me do I don't know if I've done a cover for each of his books, but I've worked with Ryan a handful of times.
Mm-hmm.
And so he brought me on to do this cover for 8 Billion Genies pretty early. I think only maybe the first issue was done or whatever. And he just has, as you know, Ryan is also an artist who's great at and thrives in, you know, creating chaos. And so there's so much cool stuff that he's created, especially in the backgrounds in that book, to just draw from. And so for me, like this very Japanese robot was, I think I might have changed it a little bit, but it was something that showed up in the background a handful of times, and I was like, I want to friggin' draw that robot.
Yeah.
And also in the beginnings, it's like, if you haven't read any 8 Billion Genies, this bar is like the only safe space, or so it seems to me. And in it, where every living human gets a genie and gets a wish, of course, you know, humans can't, you know, be trusted remotely. And so they're just basically destroying the world with their wishes or whatever. And so I thought to myself, I was like, what's the natural outcome of 8 billion genies? And that's like the world is destroyed and only the bar is the only safe space. And so I just thought to myself, like, all right, what would it look like if everyone's wishes literally destroyed the planet, and only people whose wishes could save their life, were floating through space or whatever. So that's what I tried to capture.
Yeah, I love it. Real time. Yeah, like I said, one of my favorites for sure.
Thanks so much. It was fun.
Got a question here from Mikey, I think, regarding Headlopper. Is there any more? What is that? Sorry. Sounds like this in your past projects have the potential for more issues. Is there any more in the plan for Headlopper? Yeah. Not sure.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think I'm about halfway through Headlopper. I've taken a little bit of a break from it to do things like to get Death Fight Forever and stuff off the get that started. But and I'm also doing a kaiju comic called Snarlagon that we'll put out next year.
Who's that with?
That's with us. My wife and I own and run Laser Wolf Attack, and so we're gonna do. I think we're shooting to do 3 books through Laser Wolf Attack, and at least for starters, and maybe we haven't decided if we want to try to distribute them through other publishers or just do them ourselves. We're kind of on the fence, but first we just want to get the creative stuff going.
Yeah.
So once I'm done with the kaiju comic, Snarlagon, I'm gonna go back to Headlopper, and I think I've got 5 more volumes I want to do. So I'll, in theory, be drawing that until I'm dead. Like that'll take for
5 more volumes. Yeah.
I'll do 5.
Hey, Mike, I hope that answered your question. Yes, so it sounds like you're only about halfway through Headlopper. So
halfway through, yeah.
Like 5 volumes is like what, like more than 500 pages?
That would be, if I did 5 more. I think each of them, the first one was about 300 pages, and then after that, each one was around 200 or something. So,
holy shit!
No joke. Alexis, any plans to do any more Headlopper variant covers?
Like that's not mine. I just did the color.
Oh, this one's not. Oh, okay. I thought you were. Okay, apologies. I saw you're credited on this one here.
Yeah, but I only did the color. Actually, that one came out like that, or no? They changed the colors, huh?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, I got this off
on League. It did have like the recalled cover. There was like 2 different, or 3 actually on the site, and one.
Yeah, like I did this one, and then like the Skinner, like who's the artist, like I think he changed the colors.
Oh, okay. Apologies. Yeah, I saw.
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
And the Department of Truth is like probably one of the more famous like covers ever. Like people love that shit.
The Department of Truth one? I love it, bro. I love it. I got it here. Where's it at? I got like multiples of these. I'm not even playing, man. I got like, so this is the volume. This is the issue, the volume 1. But I got
it's crazy because I made it as a variant for like the Third Eye Comics, and they like it so much they just made it the volume with the art too.
You don't say. I got that one too, man.
Yeah, that one too.
It's dope, man. It's crazy. Yeah, these a lot of people seem to have like I mean, I love it. They're wild. Yeah, man, you like your covers, your variant covers always seem to be like very much, I could say, sought after,
Yeah.
Really. Your artwork is resonating with a lot of folks, I think.
Awesome. Don't think I have like a process or anything. I just like do shit. That one is special because I did the pencils, but like my friend Ralph Nees like did the painting on it, and he passed away like probably like 2 years ago.
Oh,
yeah. But Ralph was like the greatest like artist ever. Like nobody like came close to that fucking guy.
Sorry, what's his name?
Ralph Nees.
Ralph Nees. Oh, I'm gonna have to check him. Okay. Any plans to jump back into this world, Tarantula?
Like I don't know. Like for the last 4 years, like fucking Vanessa Del Rey, she want me to like write another like Tarantula thing, and she wanna draw it.
She wanted to draw it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like yeah, who
Okay.
will be amazing because she's like fucking great. Like
Yeah.
you know, like or like I don't know. We'll see. Like I just like hate writing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like between you and Andrew, you guys have probably got some of the most iconic covers and comics, man. Like just so I'm geeking out right now. Sorry, excuse me. uh, what was that? Did you throw up that comment there, Al, from Mike? That last one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, covers are dope. I feel like I have them all for Headlopper series now. I just need something I can display them on the wall. Yeah, I got get the nice. These are not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like BCW, call like showcase displays or something like that. Not too bad. Yeah, back to Death Fight Forever. So you guys, I think, are currently on like tier 3, or like there's like bonus levels where I
I
think
think
one
we're
more.
close to tier 2, no?
I think so. Yeah. Our the second stretch goal is for like a behind the scenes section, like sketchbook, and so it'd be all the kind of we would collect all of our character designs and layout
Sketches.
stuff, yeah, and make a section of that. I think we're a few thousand off from that one. I think we'll hit it.
Let's check it out here. Where are we at right now?
Yeah.
You got that out?
Huh. Hold on, I'm about to cough.
So you guys are right now, so bonus level 3. You guys 200% funded. Am I reading this right?
I haven't checked it in a minute.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay. I know numbers are hard for you sometimes.
Or I think
45,000.
it's the Canadian
45
conversion.
Oh my god.
45,000 pledged. So at the
So yeah, so the
about to
next
be at
target is like
bonus level
50,000.
2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I was doing the Canadian stuff. Get out of here.
Okay.
Canadian numbers.
Heard that one before, so.
I'm excited. So the next tier you said is unlocking the sketch covers.
Yeah, like a sketchbook, like a behind the scenes section. So
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Be upwards of 20 pages, whatever we can scrape together for all that.
Yeah.
Sketchbooks.
Because
did you guys decide if interiors are gonna be gloss or matte?
Oh man.
Towards uncoated, I know. I think that was Alexis's preference on it. Yeah. So probably
I prefer the smell of
totally
matte paper.
Speaking of smell, this is one of the best smelling books on the stands. I love this.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, man! I just go like a month ago. I got like the 2 like last boxes.
Yeah.
At house. I just like open it and.
Can you guys do that's? I mean, do it in the same style. I don't know what you guys did, but capture this essence, man. I love it. I love it, man. It's great. It's great. Before we get out of here, I just wanted to touch on a few of the other dope stuff so you guys have got some pretty neat like add-ons and bonuses. Like you got like an action figure for Commander Thunder Fang.
Yeah.
Is that limited, or how's that one working?
It's pretty limited. I can't remember how many I have. So I don't think we limited the tier on the Kickstarter because I think I have enough of them to cover it. Yeah, and then we're doing a blacklight poster as well.
Original art
to 50. Yeah, there's original art. There's only a little bit of original art up there.
Only one left for original art.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Sergio.
Ooh. Al, Christmas is coming. Help me out here. Favorite co-host, Al?
No.
Come on.
My presence is the present.
Actually, Al, do you mind? Can you screen share real quick their Kickstarter page?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we can have a look at, because you got some dope stuff. I'm honestly like, it's like a kid in a candy store. The amount of self-restraint that is taking, man, to not like get like you got like the blacklight poster,
t-shirts. We have t-shirts.
T-shirts too. Yeah,
and those are limited to the blacklight poster and the Kickstarter. The blacklight poster and the t-shirt are Kickstarter exclusives. Like we wanted to try to give the people who are here for the Kickstarter, something exclusive that is not like, so you can't wait later. It's like, here's your reward for, being there on the ground floor. It's like,
I dig that. I dig that for sure.
Print extra, hardcovers or blacklight posters or anything. It's just for the campaign.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it's a great campaign and like really good bang for your buck too. I think the digital PDF.
Oh, is that proof I pledge?
Oh, there you go. There you go. I mean, I think the digital PDF is only like what, $12 or something like that. Like it's very reasonably priced.
Yeah, we tried to make it reasonably. We were gonna do cheaper at first, and we had a lot of friends, like look at it, and they're like, encouraged us to change some of our like, pricings in our plans and everything. But yeah, we also tried to have really good stuff, some like exclusive like rewards, and then also not too many. Like some Kickstarters have like 30 tiers or something. So we tried not to do too many, but within the 10 or whatever it is, try to have some that are like that are cool, that are unique.
Honestly, man, and Al, I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Which cover you going with?
I did the early bird, which shows I was also one of the first backers.
Oh,
okay.
No. You're flexing a little bit right now.
There you go.
All right.
What you have, Sergio? Nothing.
Yeah, Sergio, log in.
Alexis, I forget. They can see the game. It's coming. 100%. I promise, man. But so this one here, that's the black light poster, yeah? El, if you can just, yeah. Like that's insane, man. That is so cool. That is so cool. How big is that? Is that like what are we talking about here?
Big, yeah.
Probably like 18 by 24.
Yeah, I think so.
That's huge, bro. That's pretty big. Okay.
And I like the stock.
Yeah, 18 by 24. Yeah.
Like, because I can imagine Suzanne here putting this black light poster.
That's cool. And then if you just scroll there, you got the cool little figure. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. So lots of dope stuff for everyone to check out. Oliver from 656 saying, I'm backing this soon. Oh yeah, this one's hot. It's hot, man. Definitely recommend checking it out. I got a question from Joey here.
There you can see my drawing table with Andrew toys on it. Yeah. With original art. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh man. How many days left in the campaign, gentlemen?
10 days.
And something like that. We can have
10 days.
I'm sorry, Andrew, what was that?
I think there's like 10 days left.
Okay. Yeah, so a little bit of time. Alexis,
it's 11. It's 11. It's gonna be 10, like at 2 p.m. or something like that.
Okay, yeah. That's cool, man. I'm excited. Everybody get excited for this. Again, check out the page. You got a dope trailer, man. 144 pages.
That trailer came out great. Like,
yeah, got me hyped. Who put that one together?
It was Aaron and I, my wife. We reached out to this YouTube guy that was recommended to us, and his videos were really funny and energetic. And his name is screen name I think is Troy Oboyo, if I remember right. He does a lot of really great, funny like comic book reviews and everything. And we reached out to him, and I just kind of gave him some notes that were just like, I wanted to have this kind of vibe. Here's the most most generic kind of description of what we're gonna do. And he just came back with that. Like I was like, I want it to be kind of like 90s video game, like
sick.
Like yeah, like I even like I didn't have like a music track in mind. I like searched around, but couldn't find the thing that like really fit what I wanted to do. And I was like, make it sound, I'm looking for something that's kind of like, it's like kind of 16-bit, 8-bit kind of thing, like a little electronic, a little heavy metal, and he like just knocked it out of the park. Like I don't think I gave him any notes. Like it's just like came back so perfect. My wife and I were on the road, and we just sat and watched it over and over and over and over again.
For sure, man.
It's so good.
I'm gonna try to hire a buddy to do one for my life, man. Just do a trailer for my sake, yo. Make me all cool and shit. I don't know. But yeah, so I did confirm. Oh, folks, we're talking about only $10 for 144 pages for the digital, man. I mean, you can't go wrong. I legit just the other day I saw like a 40-page Kickstarter campaign, and the PDF file was like $12. So I mean, you're getting dope art, crazy story, folks. Back it up, support these fantastic creators, man. Gentlemen, anything else that you wanted to mention about the book, or anything you guys got coming up, what you guys are currently doing?
Shit.
That felt pretty thorough. I feel like we got into it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's our main thing right now. Is just we're doing this Kickstarter.
Yeah, I'm drawing these though. I don't have anything coming up.
Yeah,
because you're always doing some like crazy collaborations, and I wanted to throw this up, Alexis. You've got these crazy like MTG cards. Like that's wild, yo. Like I'm not into like MTG at all. I don't really mess with that, but like this is just, I can appreciate, let's see the real, what we got there. Boom.
good.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man.
Those are awesome.
So those are, I am correct, those are like for MTG, like the
MTG, yeah. So when you do like the art for like the card, they send you like a artist proof, they call it. So like the artist proof is just like the card, but like the no background, no back.
Okay.
So they only like made like 20 or like 30 of these. That's it.
Okay.
So I usually like sell this on my store with like a sketch in the back.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So these are available on your website right now, then.
Yeah, like for me, like this is crazy, man. Because when in the 90s, when I was living in Venezuela, like only like rich people like play like Magic in Venezuela because it was so hard to find the cards.
Oh, really?
So I never played because that, and then like sometimes like daydreaming, like man, imagine like doing like a Magic card, like, and now I have like 12 of this shit.
I'm gonna get into it just to start collecting.
So keep dreaming, people. Keep dreaming.
That's it, man. That's it. Al, you an MTG? You play?
No, but I remember like growing up, we would play like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And there was this one kid who would go to like apartment building courtyard to apartment building courtyard, and he would play us for our whole deck. And so I don't know how many kids like would walk home crying, and then I don't know if all of my friends would get in trouble because you're not supposed to play for keeps, and they did that with Pogs too. They would like travel neighborhood to neighborhood to play, and I'm like, nah, you can't trust the kids coming from different apartment buildings.
Man, okay, you're telling your age a little bit. Pog was, I was a little the Pogs and all that stuff. That was after my time.
You mean you invented Pogs? Your name is on the little inscription at the bottom.
Get out of here.
Over here inventing paper and stuff too.
Weird. Hey, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming through, man. We had a blast with you guys. Alexis, you already know you're welcome back anytime. Andrew, you as well, man. It was super fun getting to chop it up with you guys for a little bit. Death Fight Forever. 10 more days, folks. Go out and back it, man. Let's get him to that next. Hey,
Sergio, next time let's do like one podcast in Spanish.
One book in Spanish?
No, one podcast in Spanish. You and me, for like the Spanish people.
Oh, 100%, man. We gotta do it up, Holmes. You let me know when and where, and we'll do it, man. Because I know there's a big Spanish community out there that doesn't always get like the love from podcasting creators and all that. So you let me know when, and we'll do it up.
Also, I just like met like another Venezuelan comic book artist called Jorge Corona. He's from Venezuela too. He's like working in Batgirl right now.
Oh, I didn't know he was from Venezuela.
Yeah, I think Becky Clonan is writing that book too.
Okay. Okay. So we gotta get like the dopest Latino creators then on that one, you know?
Yeah, man.
You know? We'll get all the top tier guys, you know? 100%, 100%. Al, you can be moderator for that one, yeah?
For sure, I'll translate.
You know a little bit of
I'll be in
Spanish.
the corner.
Hit Alexis with a little bit of your
I don't want to
Spanish.
embarrass you, but it is funny when I first met Sergio, he told me he didn't speak Spanish. And then we were doing something, and then all of a sudden, I was like, "You're."
We had the interview
Fraudulent.
with Julio and
Oh yeah, then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize."
hey, you know,
I know
you-
like California Spanish.
Okay. So what's that?
Like, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, like
Ese,
broken
ese.
Spanish.
Ese, la raza.
Hey man, I dig it. It's some. I'm
I'm
trying to
from
help.
Orange
her. I'm trying to
County,
help
so
her out.
I grew up around probably mostly Hispanic people growing up when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. Death fight forever. Guns, drugs, violence, and a strict obedience to reptilian cosmic overlord. DFF is everything your mama told you not
Fun
to
stuff.
stay away from. Like sold. Forget it. Folks. Check it out. Gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Had a great time with you guys. Hope to have both of you back on soon.
Hey, thank you so much, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, gents. Have a good one.
we'll see it.
Boom. There you have it, folks. Death Fight Forever, man. I'm excited to get that. I'm excited. I'm 100%. I'm going that hardcover joint. Can't. And I hope it's got. I hope it.
What's so crazy is you could do that right now because they don't take the money out until.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it right after the show's done, man. I'm not playing no more.
Okay.
I'm not waiting.
And post a screenshot too, so we know for sure.
Get out of here. I will, bro. He's trying to put me in the spot. Get out of here.
Let's see. Hold on, just real quick. Let's see what I do have.
Yeah. You're gonna throw that back up there?
Just to. It exposes my information.
Yeah. I'm gonna dox you.
Misty Graves. I'm backing Misty's book.
Ooh, look at Misty.
Mm-hmm. Death Fight.
We're gonna have
Forever.
Misty on for indie creators spotlight.
The Tinian, I'm backing for the physical copy of that comic they're doing the movie for. Room service.
Okay.
And Decay, for which I wish I
That's
remember
38
his full name.
euros. Oh, that's like 60. That's like 60 Canadian, yo.
Is it?
Is that for like one book? What is that? A graphic novel?
It's for a it's for a digital file for a movie and a comic, physical comic.
Oye, Juanito, ¿qué pasó, hombre? So late, Holmes. What's happening? My goodness, man. ¿Qué hora? What time? Come on, man. Come on.
He has to do things in his own time, you know?
Hey, I gotta put the homie Juanito on the spot. Hey, shout out. Thank you, Mike, for coming through, man. I appreciate it. Hope you had fun with that one and he was able to answer some of your questions, man. Hey, yeah, it sounds like those Kickstarter under 1,000, he said for sure. So low print run, man.
Right on time, Juan.
I made it to
on
Copper
time.
Drop. Ooh, Copper Drop about to get Copper Drop's about to get I might get a little ugly, folks.
Oh yeah,
Full warning,
forgot
man.
about that, huh?
Yeah, you want to hit that?
Oh wait, I don't even have the slides for Copper Drop. Hold on. Share screen. No, share slides.
This is what I gotta deal with.
Google
folks.
Slides. Hold on, let me narrate the process like you do.
Man,
Wow.
I want to play that Death Fight Forever trailer one more time. I love that trailer, legit. Let's see. All right, while you're getting that, Copper Drop, folks, segment. Each week, myself and Elle, we pitch a book to you guys. You guys vote on the book, and we discuss that book the next week. And this week, our book of discussion is Two Graves from Image. Before we get to that, Mike's got a question here. Do you know of any quality comic frames that are easy to change out the comic? Absolutely, Mike. These ones right here, the BCW showcase display frames.
Sergio, stop talking about Alexis.
Oh, you know, he said. He knew I would be upset. He put me on the spot about having back the Kickstarter. I'm going to. But yeah, Mike, these are honestly, these are fantastic. I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks a pop.
Mhm.
The cover comes up, and they offer UV protection. Can't go wrong. I love
Michaels
it.
also sells floating frames, so if you want space around the cover, blank space, and those are pretty easy to change out, and they're like sturdy, very sturdy. I've
Yeah.
only broken one, and that was my fault because I did not adhere it properly to the wall. But yeah, I love the floating frames from Michaels, and you can get them with or without UV
But those are a
protection.
little more expensive though.
If you catch them on sale, you can get like two for 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you
Well,
catch
that's
them on
not bad.
sale.
Yeah. Yeah, UV protection. You need to, man. Like these here, these are like custom frames. These are a little bit more expensive.
Hmm.
Um, I think I forget where I got it from, but I think that might have been like 80 bucks or something like that. But yeah, these are inexpensive, man, and they're great. It's the only ones really I use to display my comics, man. Interchange them for sure, for sure. Al, should we get into cover drop?
Yes.
Yeah, get the banner done. Here we go, folks. Cover drop time. Cover drop, baby. You know what it is. We're talking about the book that you guys voted on for us to read and
Actually,
discuss.
Carlos and Tim voted it.
They did.
And
They
then
did.
you guys fought to the death in the comments.
Crazy. Yes, yes. Our book this week, Two Graves from Image, written by Genevieve Valentine. Our artist is Ming Doyle and Annie Wu. On colors, Lee Lowridge, and lettered by the great Aditya Bidikar. What's the designer?
Oh, I included the designer because I'm obsessed with the title pages. I love this.
Hmm.
And the
Uh, so why don't we start this off on a positive note, Al?
mhm.
You'd like to share your thoughts on this book?
I loved it. I loved it. And Sergio, I don't even know why I do this show with you. No, I'm just kidding. A man with no taste, because you
Oh,
guys should have heard the this
I'm
treacherous.
gonna say the same thing right now. I'll get to that, but speak
So the
speak
story
your
is
truth, Al.
about
Speak your
the
truth.
story is about the maiden riding with Death on a road trip. It's not going to end well from it's like alternating perspectives from both of the characters, and the art changes depend and the font and the style of the art bubbles, the text bubbles change as well throughout the book. So like the top one is how it's interesting because the top one is like how Death sees himself, and he's kind of like more regal and like he looks like what is the word, like Titan-esque, like he looks like a god. And then how her perspective is from the bottom, and he kind of reminds me of like what old boy from Nice House on the Lake. Like she can't decipher what he looks like. It's incomprehensible to like a mortal. And so I thought that was also interesting. And so yeah, they're going on this trip, and along the way he's kind of like showing her what he does. And he's not it seems like he doesn't really care the fallout from that, because she's not supposed to she can't well, I don't want to spoil anything, but um he's not of the belief that she's of this world much longer. So and she's just trying to get to the East Coast to spread her mother's ashes. So it's interesting. And then they touch on some mythology, um, especially with pomegranates, which are like death and fertility, and so the like cycle of life. Go ahead, Sergio, because you're getting on my nerves with your smug face.
I'm letting you
I
talk,
wanted
man.
you.
I'm letting you talk. I'm not interrupting, and I hope I get the same
Hold on, I'm about to use
same respect here. Mm.
your own video against you.
No, no, you can't do
Well,
that,
I'm gonna
man.
cue it up.
You better not. You better not. We discussed that. No, I mean, have you said what you needed to say regarding this book, or?
I did say what I needed to say. I really liked it. I'm invested in the journey between these two characters. I think the alternating perspectives gives it a lot more meat on the bone. Keep making that ugly ass face. I swear to God. And so I'm about to expose you. Go ahead. I'm about to release some screenshots later.
Now, folks. You know, regular viewers, new viewers, everything in between. You guys know I try to keep it positive with the books, but I also keep it real. It's not very
No, you
often,
guys keep it real
ma'am,
for
ma'am,
yourself.
ma'am. I let you say what you needed to say.
No.
Can you respect, please,
No.
por favor, ma'am?
No.
Uh, you know, uh, real talk, folks. Real talk.
But you're by you repeatedly
I'm not even.
saying real talk, you're implying that what I'm saying is
can I,
false.
yo,
That's wild.
folks,
I've
this
read some
one,
shit books this year,
ma'am,
and for you to
can I
put no,
talk,
because it's
please?
irritating.
Can I talk?
It is irritating me right now.
Two Graves, like I told Al last night, I go into every new book, positive. I want to enjoy the books that I read. I promise you, I never go into a book saying, "Oh, this is gonna be crap," or I hope, you know what I mean. I almost say, "Oh, I'm looking forward to this." That's how I went into Two Graves, but this book was no bueno.
It's not for you.
No bueno. No, no. Listen, I'm going to tell you, folks.
It's
This
fundamentally
book
not a
comes off
bad
very,
book.
very much. I read the book and I don't know what the hell I'm reading. It tries to be mysterious. It tries to be poetic. Maybe it tries to be a little bit abstract, and it absolutely fell flat for me.
I didn't get any of that.
It was a snooze fest. It was confusing.
It was not
It was
confusing. They even explained.
nothing to. It did nothing to make me want to pick up a second issue, which is very rare. Like nothing. For me, there was, and it's tough to. But I'm being straight up with you guys. There was like I didn't find anything very redeeming about it. I wasn't really feeling the art. Like the characters,
It's not
they were
pretentious,
not
Joey.
created in a way that made me care for them. That made me want to like be invested in them in any way.
So the beginning didn't even do. You didn't like the beginning either. The cold open.
Hell, there was. I honestly, like I told you, I'm not gonna mince words. To me, this was super boring, only confusing, and I think, to be honest, yeah, a little maybe pretentious for its own good. Like, and I'll put it like this, even if you're not familiar with the subject matter, like with the mythology and stuff, or only familiar with it on the most basic level. I have read other books, folks, that I'm only vaguely familiar with the mythology that's being spoken about in the book. It's not about your knowledge, but more so how are the creators telling it? Are they telling, is it even remotely entertaining? This was not it for me. And it's so funny. I had a conversation with Art and Caffeine on the timeline last night, and she basically same sentiments. It's just completely fell flat. I again, I wanted to like it, but real talk, this one is a
That's
hard
like
hard
crazy to me because I feel that way
drop for
about
me.
Grimm. I didn't like Grimm. I thought it was pretentious.
Mm,
I get what the subject matter is, but for
mhm,
me, it doesn't do anything for me. But
yeah.
this one I did like. I do
Mm,
like the mythology behind it. I do like the idea that he uses mortals to settle debts per se, without giving away, exactly what she's doing for him,
yeah.
and the exchange behind it, and even with the twist at the end. Like I want to know why she is in this position and what his connection is to her, if it is mythological or not of this realm, or if it's just like a fluke.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, it didn't capture my attention at all.
And
I'm
so
glad I'm
for
glad you
me,
enjoyed it. Like real talk,
real talk.
you know.
If you say real talk one more time, I'm out of here. But what I will say is real talk. When I say a book is bad, when I say a book is not good,
Uh,
my bar is Morbius that released a year before the movie came out. So
mhm.
when you like shit on a book this hard, you're saying it's worse than Morbius, and in my opinion, I can't respect that. I can't, cuz if you've read Morbius, the one from like 2020, 2021, like
Yeah.
it sets the bar very low. And so for me, so like I'm like, no,
Hey,
it's not a bad book, but if
your
it's not
bar is
for you, it's
different
not for
maybe than my
you.
bar. I can't really compare it to Morbius. I haven't read that, so I can't speak on that. But I can tell you that this for me was straight doo doo. Uh, I'll go so far as to say is bottom three books that I've read this year, and I don't say that. I don't take joy in saying
Worse
that.
than Golden Rage.
Golden Rage, I would. Yeah, oh yeah, easy,
Wow,
easy.
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan
So
of
this is
Golden
a
Rage.
really cool,
Can't even compare.
female-led writing art team, and it was really cool to see, because especially with Death as a character, oftentimes he's written very masculine. He's written very, even when he's not masculine, it's like usually from the male gay or like like from the male perspective, and so it's really cool to have one storyteller telling this with two different art styles. Um,
Yeah, that's not even a fair comparison, Joy. Sandman is Sandman, obviously. This is like nowhere, yeah, like
it's
nowhere
not
near. Like,
Sandman vibes. It's more like just mythology, and like he just happens to be like a. But again, we don't know if he is man because visually we can't comprehend him, and that's what I liked in the artwork
mhm.
is that again when it's his perspective, he's like a giant amongst men, and from her perspective, she can't uh decipher what he is, what he looks like.
Yeah. I think
But
this
I
one
don't think
we're
it was
gonna be
pretentious. I just
at a
think you
stalemate. I
yeah,
don't think
definitely a stalemate. And let's move on before you get a fourth co-host.
Man, it's okay that I don't like the books that you like. I don't know what to tell you,
No,
Al.
it's not. It's
You
not
know?
even that. It's just you. It's just the real talk. Real talk.
I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real, 100%.
Your opinion
100%,
is this
friend.
book is not good.
Yeah,
For
you
me,
know,
I don't think I
hey,
could ever say a book is not good. It's just not for me. So this book is not for you.
this
Um,
is not good.
but Morbius is bad.
This is
Um,
not good.
but I will say that about like especially a Marvel title, a big two. I don't mind shitting on a little bit,
Hmm.
but not up and coming creators. It's just not content made for
Yeah, but I
you.
can't lie either. I'm not gonna like when it's like for me when it's like you can finesse things. I couldn't even finesse this one.
I'm not finessing it. I liked it.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
going
cool.
to read number
Glad you liked
two.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, couldn't be me. Uh, keep it moving.
Yeah, this based on the books you've pitched on the show. Yikes! I
what are we?
couldn't be you either.
What are we? What are we pitching, man? Are we gonna pitch
You're
now?
pitching. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, who's gonna go first?
You.
I'm going first.
It's already up.
It's already up. What's my book? Get out of here. Let me look for it.
Something your loved ones say when you walk in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name? Oh, Cover the Dead with Lamb comes out next week. Shout out. Shout out Jonathan Chance. I can't find my book. What's it called?
A foulness in the walls.
Foundness. Oh, is that Bun?
Are you asking me about what your book is?
Yeah, out of here. A Foundness. Why don't you just do yours? Oh, here, I found it. I
I like to
found
put
it.
you on the spot, especially after real talk. I like to put you on the spot.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Foulness in the Walls #1. An aftershock joint. Aftershock drops mad heat. So this is Cullen Bunn. The artist is a gentleman by the name of Rodrigo Zayas. So this is a horror prestige format one shot from the mind of Cullen Bunn. After tragic loss, George hopes to rebuild his life. He moves to a new house. He gets a new job. He starts dating the girl of his dreams. Sometimes, though, guilt can be as malevolent as an evil spirit. Sometimes ghosts follow you. Something is rotting in the walls of George's new house. Something hungry. That is the premise. So this is a story of loss, rot, and hunger. It's a one shot. It's Cullen Bunn. One of the horror greats right now. Looking for. Oh, look, that art looks pretty good. I'm digging that. I didn't even see the interior pages. Okay.
It's so very disappointing.
What else we got?
when-
Let me see. What other pages we got here? Oh, let me see what. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cool. I dig that. I dig that. So yeah. So that's my pitch, folks. Pretty straightforward. Bun, horror, prestige one shot. Can't go wrong.
Okay, so real talk, guys. I'm pitching Nobody's Girls by Damian Connolly and San Juan, Matthias San Juan. If you could clear your voice before you.
You okay?
Emmett lives a very normal life until he finds a strange video that leads him on a peculiar search for a missing girl. A story about sex, violence, loneliness, and disappointment. And let me tell you, Damien was kind enough to send over some the advance for number 1 and the
Shout out Damien if he's still in
interiors
the
to
text.
use. And when the way I screamed when I saw what interiors he sent to us, because I'm like, out of all the pages. So I honestly really enjoyed this one. I think as a complete, it's gonna be so good, and I love. It's very much like and I hate to sound, again, like not pretentious or derivative or nothing, but it has like a very heavy vibe to it. Like I'm fully invested in being depressed at the end of this, and basically what happens is this man, he rents a VHS tape, a sex tape from the shop, but it's from the pre-owned section, and interspliced in the video is some what's the word for those kind of snuff? Some snuff is interspliced in there, and he basically, after he sees it, struggles with how to proceed, figuring out what if it's real or and he's kind of goaded along because his neighbor happens to also see it when he sees it, and so it's kind of like a May-December friendship, a detective story kind of, but it's very, I know, it's very heavy, and it's very it has like a whole vibe, like it, you know what I mean? It's very moody. I'm excited. It kind of reminds me of like, like the mood you get when you read Joey, what's the name of that book? Damn. Oh, Black Hole. It's you kind of get like a mood like that, and very much on par with like other Sumerian or formerly Behemoth books. We just talked about on the timeline, Purple Oblivion, and what's the other one? The VHS one. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, the VHS, the lost tapes, the cool packaging. That's dope. Yeah.
That it kind of has those kind of vibes to it, especially that one. It's in black and white.
Behemoth is great for these kind of almost pulpy, retro,
hard
like
to look at
atmospheric
sometimes,
type books. Yeah.
And and it's from Damian Connolly. He did You Promised Me Darkness, which is one of my favorites. So I'm excited about it.
Oh, sorry to interject there. Real time. Real time. Now you got me saying it. No, I promise you. That was Joey. I saw your comment about the Night Hunters. Shoot me a DM afterwards. Which one you're missing? I'll make sure I get that for you, man. Let me know. let me know which Night Hunters you're missing, buddy. I got you, bud.
So Joe said, but next time, don't embarrass me in front of company.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, listen. The Aftershock one shot or this one, can't go wrong with either. I'm looking forward to checking out whichever one is voted. So, Al, do you want me to do the poll? I guess I'm doing the poll.
Yeah, just put Nobody's Girls twice.
How do I do the poll?
K-pop junkie, who I know from the mean streets of Cover Lovers.
K-pop junkie, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. How do I'm not able to do a poll right now.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to try?
I can try.
You can try, por favor,
I
ma'am.
suppose.
I would appreciate that. Yeah. So once we figure out the poll,
You want to do your weekend review?
yeah, I'm gonna get your banner down while you figure that. Where is
Oh,
that?
I could start a Q&A.
Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
Weekend review. Weekend. No. I'm gonna do my weekend review real quick. Halloween Boy. Halloween Boy number 3. This is self-published, folks, from the creative mind of Dave Baker. We spoke about one of his books earlier, Night Hunters. There it is. He's done Everyone is Tulip. Fuck Off Squad. What else has he done, man? He's got the new joint that just dropped, Forest Hill Bootlegs. In any case, this one here, he's the cartoonist on this one. He write, draw, letter, all of it. Self-published. So you got to go to his website to check it out. I think it's heydavebaker.com. In any case, this one here, super fun, man. Speaking of pulpy, this is like straight up pulp adventure. Think, Indiana Jones meets like sci-fi kind of cosmic stuff going on. But just really, really been enjoying this one. So this one is issue 3 in just kind of continues Halloween Boy's adventure. So this is a guy, he doesn't know his history, his past.
I'm surprised how quickly he's pumping them out too.
Oh yeah, because I think the first one came out in August, then September. Yeah, I think one a month. One a month. And these are thick boys, folks. Like we're talking about, I think like a good 40-45 pages of story, man. And just I really have fun with the artwork, man. Just great stuff. And he's got this style where he's only just using the one color tone. You can see that first page was, and he rarely uses like this purple. But usually it's like this kind of like peachy. But I love it, man. There's a lot going on in the art, a lot of detail. Like this is great. Just some fun stuff. Yeah, just like I said, pulpy adventure. Think Indiana Jones meets like a cosmic kind of fantasy. And our main character here, Halloween Boy, he's basically trying to figure out who the hell he is. Where he came from, his past. He was basically raised on an island by like AI. Here it is, the island of Hades, which I never get tired of seeing. He's kind of like he's this adventurer / scientist / archaeologist, and he's out to help people. Real talk. You're
gonna start a counter.
you're gonna start the counter. Where there's trouble, where the situation seems impossible, is where you're gonna find this guy, man. This book just carries a lot of heart. And I mean, look at that. That's crazy. I love it, man. Like for me, it's almost, you wouldn't think you can pull off with just literally the one color tone, but he makes it work, man. Dave makes it work. And I'm reading this book and I'm just kind of spending like minutes on each page, just kind of like looking at all the details. It's a whole lot of fun. And then Dave does these really great, informative, insightful essays at the end of each issue. He does that for every book. He's done that for Night Hunters. He's done that, I think, pretty much everything he's published. It really gives you an appreciation of the process and what he's put into the book, and like influences and inspirations and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just great stuff. Can't recommend this one enough. HeyDaveBaker.com is the site. Check it out, man. Self-publish, support these dope indie creators, man. And he was recently, ¿cómo se llama? He was recently nominated for an Eisner for Everyone is Tulip with Nicole Goux. So I mean, the quality is there, folks. Great stuff. That's my weekend review. That's my weekend. I had some other books, but I forgot to do the slides. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah, same as black and white with one color instead of grays. Exactly, pretty much.
All right,
Well, yeah.
let's knock these out real quick.
Yeah.
My first pick is Gospel from Will Morris, writer and artist.
Cartoonist.
So, anyways, the story starts off like we're in like a kind of like a Puritan kind of Quaker situation in the 1500s, and it's like this fantastical, over the top, this girl, and she's like legendary, right? Like wild boars the size of 10 men, and just chasing it through the town and impaling it with a sword, and then it cuts to, oh, actually, JK, this is a story being told by what do they call the ones who go around telling stories, like a bard? Bard sing, though. Did you mute yourself? Can you hear me? I'm talking to myself here, huh?
Sorry, I'm getting something ready. Sorry, this is your weekend review, ma'am.
Yeah, but there's like a level of interactiveness that I expect.
Okay.
I thought it was a conversation.
Ooh, look at that! Look at that!
And so it turns out that it's not actually a wild boar. What actually happened was a pig got into the pottery place, and she didn't catch it. And it's really interesting because we learned that like this is actually a story being told by somebody in modern times to a caseworker who's trying to, I wouldn't say she's trying to, but she needs to get certain information out of him to make sure that he's not a risk to himself because of his age. And he's kind of an eccentric, and his neighbors are not with it. But he keeps being like, well, let me tell you a story that's going to explain my story. And so none of the stories he's telling are, to her right now, are like, and you can see her frustration, like, listen, tell me one more story one more time. And he's like, it's just a little story. And then it goes back to like that age, and we're kind of exploring whether or not like the devil is an actual being, or like not a being, but like a creature, like if it's a physical manifestation. Gotcha. Or if it's like in the heads of the people because of like religious zealot and stuff. And so it's an interesting back and forth. And the art, I really enjoyed the art. I think, especially he's the writer artist, like it really all works together to tell this story. And I'm gonna be real with you, it almost lost me because I was like, I don't know if I want to read another, story set in this time period. Like, kind of over it. But then when I actually had to like go read this section twice because I was like, did they have, because the scene before this they showed like the outside, so like cars, it kind of looked like
period piece comics. Would you agree they can be tricky because for me they really has to have you believing that you're there. It's got to feel like genuine, and you can't just slap a date and maybe change a little bit of the art to and say, oh, this is taking place in like 1850 or whatever. Like there's a lot.
And that's kind of what I liked about this. There's, when you first start the book, it's like a black page, and it's telling you, like, it's leading you into what's going on in this specific moment in time, which I think is important, especially for like an indie book, just to kind of set up, give us the setup here in this time period, because you need to appeal to people from all backgrounds, and not everybody is gonna open a page and be like, 1500s Notre Dame and know exactly the context of what's happening. And even later on in the book, they explain like the religious going-ons a little bit more, which was nice. But what I liked about this though is how seamless the transition was into today. It's to the point where I had to go back and like look at it again, because I was like, am I tripping, or is she wearing like a modern day outfit? And I had to go back and read the section again, and then her clipboard and stuff. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they didn't have clipboards in 1500. Okay. So I kind of liked how that it was like seamless in that way. And then the storyteller, telling a story of a storyteller telling the story of. It was cool, like how meta it got in that way.
It was a
too.
little Inception-esque.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I really liked it, and art is cool. I included the editor. Oh, and the readers. The readers. And I guess they check for, you know, accuracy, historical accuracy and stuff. So that was also nice because you are getting a little bit of a history lesson. Yes, her clipboard. They didn't have those in the 1500s. Oh,
family
Joey.
A family show.
Another book that I really liked this week was Dark Ride #2.
Joshua Williamson.
Mm-hmm.
Who's done? He's got that great Rebirth Flash run. He did. What was that fantasy book of his? Birthright.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot for DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a fan of his writing. I don't know why I haven't checked this out. What time? It's time. But
You haven't read either?
no,
You haven't read the first issue?
no, that was you on the time.
Really
Anyways,
easy
go on.
to read.
Go on.
It's a really easy, fun, especially with. So in this issue, it's already been established that the curator of the park, you know, in the first issue, he killed his first original wife and buried her, and then built a theme park on top of her. Like a horror themed amusement park.
Okay.
Well, actually, I would say it's a theme park, not an amusement park, because it is all themed sections. And in this one, it's established. Well, it was established in the last one that his two kids are named Halloween, who is the girl, and then Sam Hain
cool.
is his son. And in this one, we learn that he has a daughter. And any guesses what the daughter's name is?
Couldn't tell you.
No, Autumn. A little on the nose there with that kind of stuff. And and these series of panels I thought were cool because it's like you always hear like gossip about like theme parks and deaths that have happened at theme parks. And so like they're telling a story like, oh, I bet you probably heard about the decapitation on the Necrocoma coaster, or like the people who got water like lodged, and then like the person who got lost in the maze. And so it was cool. It was cool to see that. Yeah, the covers don't do the interiors justice in that way, but there's also Disney covers like derivative directly from, like this one has a Beauty and the Beast cover, and you know Fleeks is involved because that's his shtick right now. And so in the last issue, one of the people go missing, and in this issue we see there's a new employee kind of immediately after taking his place. And but she also might be somebody we don't, you know, somebody on the lookout for the first person who went missing. So
I was like the art style looks familiar, and I just googled. He's the one who did Birthright with him.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like this book looks so much like Birthright, you know.
And then look at these little guys down here. There's Danny Devil.
Nobody's paying.
And what was that?
Keep it moving.
Let's zoom in, full zoom. Look at the little Danny Devil at the bottom right.
You're a weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
You have too much time on your hands.
Did you just call me a weirdo on air?
I did.
Sergio, you said you would stop calling me names.
Get out of here, bro.
You asshole. And then my number one. Actually, you told me to stop cussing. My apologies.
After school.
After school, no surprise. Number 4. This one I enjoyed quite a bit. It's probably my second. Would it be my second?
I feel like this is the second time it's been your number 1 pick of the week.
Yeah, this is my second favorite after school. Number 3 was my favorite probably, and then this one, and then I like the other 2 as well. It's funny because my daughter reads after school too, and the second one deals with like teen pregnancy and like a killer stork. And my daughter, she brings me back the issue, and she goes, I really like this one. She's like, I really like horror stories that have birds in it for some reason. She's like, but the pregnancy thing was kind of weird. And I was like, yeah, I would hope teen pregnancy is weird to you as a concept at your age. So she loves the series as well. And this one kind of deals with expectations and what purpose and fulfillment. And you have this man, Mr. Kelly. He's a teacher at an academy, and he's kind of living this unfulfilled life, and everything is just happening. Life is happening to him, not for him. And on the, and on the flip side of this, you also have this boy, Andrew, who goes to the school, and he's clearly, it's implied that he's a scholarship kid. And no matter how hard he works out, no matter how much he studies, he's just not on par with the people around him. Like, he's not at his full capacity or maximum effort for anything.
It's kind of like you in the show, and
yeah,
interesting.
And so
relatable.
Yeah, and so August Kelly is his full name, based on the general, and he decides that he's gonna start this club, and they're gonna have like just random these sombreros.
Wow, look at that!
Those hats, and then the red gloves, which could also be a theme of the book, because there's a lot of there was also one of your favorite quotes in this book, "Ball don't lie." I've seen you post that a couple times on the timeline. And the club that he creates is like an elite exclusive social organization where they deal with discipline, loyalty, and pride. Perfection is a choice. And the overall theme for this is showing like the destructiveness of the blind leading the blind, and how easy it snowballs into things, because the kids basically turn into a cult, because there's no real set rules, right? Just that he's the king, and he set it up like a hierarchy. So he's the king, and then what's in chess, the next one? Is it the knight? So Andrew becomes like the knight, and then he calls all of the other kids the pawns. And I'm saying, I'm not joining a club where an adult is telling me he's the king and I'm the pawn. And so all of these mysterious things start happening. Like, people are getting killed. There's vandalism, but it's all for them to please the king. But he's not aware of it, because he's like, surely this is just an academic club. Like, it's not, this isn't a cult. And so Andrew tries to get out of it, and there's repercussions. And like, this is him realizing that maybe things are spiraling out of control. And I really liked it. The overall like theme of it was to question authority, which I think is a important concept to teach, especially kids, or even teens growing up, because adults are not always right. And it's okay to, figure that out for yourself, whether or not, like, you can't just take somebody for their word all the time. And so I, this is something that I talk about with my kids. And even when I tell them to do something, it's okay. I know this is gonna be like, oh, you're like one of those like crunchy parents. Not necessarily, but also, like, if I'm telling you something and you don't believe it, it does not hurt my feelings if you go double check, because that's what you should be doing. You should be making sure that when people are telling you stuff, that it's fact. The end. Goodbye. Sergio over here on the hub while I'm trying to do the show, and I'm like, you can't wait 5 minutes? Jeez, wrap it up.
Hey.
I feel like we're forgetting something. We don't.
Yeah, I'm not done yet, man. Get out of here.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Get out of here. Hey, listen. We dropped an advanced review earlier in the week. I think it was actually Friday, just a couple of days ago. For It's Only Teenage Wasteland #1.
This dude was over here voting.
No. It's Only Teenage Wasteland #1 from Dark Horse Comics. Writer Kurt Perez, on art Jacoby Salcedo, colors Mark Dale, and letter is Micah Myers. There you go. Those are the credits. We dropped the advanced review. Folks, go check this one out. And FOC is this Monday. One of the best single issues I've read all year. Period. Point blank. No exaggeration. Like, fully, I am smitten with this comic book. I love it, man. It's a mashup of coming of age meets sci-fi. But the great thing about this
Oh, I don't know if that was Sunday morning friendly.
is that it's you think this book is maybe one kind of thing, and then really takes you to another place. Thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Surprised, full of heart. Humor is just super funny. Great stuff. So here's the FOC code. FOC's Monday, man, and you got a couple great options there. Where were those covers out? We had the dope Martin Simmons. You had the 1 in 10 from Antonio Fuso on the right, and then Jacoby's A cover. I'm going with the A. I like his cover, man. And you like this one too, yeah?
Mhm.
Yep. So there's the diamond code.
Yeah, we were, and I could say this is a 1 of 4, and we were, lucky enough to read a chunk of the story so far, and it does maintain its goodness too. Like, it doesn't fall off after the first issue. It absolutely gets better with each issue.
We were lucky enough to read the first 3, actually.
Mm-hmm.
First 3, which is really cool. Yeah, this book, oh man, like I said, it just we tried to keep it vague in the advanced review for you guys, because, and like I said, there is just kind of go in there and just experience it, man. And I think as you're reading the different things that happen, there's a lot of different storytelling techniques, details, Easter eggs, and just really what the book is about is, you're gonna be really pleasantly surprised and enjoy it. You're talking about this one, you better put on your pull, Joe. I'm telling you, man, this one's great. It's great. I don't say it lightly. One of the best single issues I've read all year.
Real talk.
Real talk.
You want to pull up the polls?
Yo, hey.
You want to pull up the polls?
Pull up the polls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me let's get this down. Boom. Yeah. So go check out that advanced review, folks. Go check it out. Get that banner down from there. Come on. So the polls. Let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, overwhelming. Nobody's Girl's number 1 with 70% of the vote. So we are reading from Damien Connolly and Behemoth / Sumerian. Nobody's Girl number 1. Excited to dig into that one, man.
You want to know if we're talking pretentious here? Ablaze manga released a book this week from a webtoon, Zombie Makeout Club, Volume 1, Death Wish. The way I tell you, if we're going to talk about what the F is going on, I read it like 3 times because I was like, what's happening? And it's, Dean on Twitter, he was like, raving about it. And it is good, but it feels so, if I didn't include it in my list because it felt so like, it felt pretentious, for lack of a better word at this point. To put it on my list, because I'm like, this isn't like, I don't feel like it's for everybody. It's very much like niche taste in certain stories, but I freaking loved it. But I was so confused because I had to do a deep dive, because I'm like, what? So is it called Zombie Makeout Club? But like, I guess it's like a brand that is making a webtoon or something like that. But the art is fantastic.
Okay.
And you could read it. You could read it on Webtoon right now for free. But Ablaze did just publish the physical.
Is that like single issues, or is it a trade?
It's a volume. Yeah, it's a trade for volume 1 of the story from the Webtoon.
And that's a manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like so. It's like. It's like so. It feels like such a hodgepodge of things going on in it. But I really enjoyed it. And it's like very much aesthetic. But then I went on this site. I was like, ooh, these hoodies are cute. The hoodies are like $150. And I said, just kidding.
You like the merchandise more than you like.
Yeah. The merchandising nails it. Because it's hot pink. You got like these cool looking.
K-pop was saying that the art is all over like the Hot Topic shirt.
Yeah. They have shirts at Hot Topic. They have merch. It's called the Zombie Makeout Club. You can go to zombiemakeoutclub.com and they have like merch there too. And I'm
So
like, so are we selling merch or the story? I was so confused. So but I
okay,
did enjoy it for
okay,
aesthetics, almost purely on aesthetic.
okay. You're like, it looks pretty.
Yeah, it's cute.
Shout out Aaron Reese, what's going on, my man? Hey, you missed the dope interview we had with Alexis Ziritt and Andrew MacLean, man. Catch that on the replay, but thank you for coming through, much appreciated, my man.
And thank you guys
Uh,
for voting Nobody's Girls again because
nobody's girl.
I've been trying to get Snuff on the show for a minute.
We
So
just had
finally
enough.
finally did it.
Yeah.
Finally did it.
Man, yeah, looking forward to digging into that, and you guys are gonna. So we're discussing that next week. Read along with us, and I love
And
a
a
good
black and
old.
white book too. I'm so excited because those are some of my favorite comics.
Yeah, I was just about to say, love a good old black and white, man. I know some people that it's an acquired taste, but nah, I mean,
Hmm.
I dig it. I'm into it, man.
And also shout out Leah, who I got to go to a comic book shop finally.
I saw that post. That was
Yeah.
dope. Leah picked up what was it? Behold Behemoth #1.
And she
That was
found it
pretty
all by
cool.
herself. And well, I was staying on the phone with her to walk her through it. You know, I'm the one who contacted her shop first to make sure they had it, and then she went to pick it up. And
You called their shop across the country.
Yeah.
You set it all up for your girl. Hey, that's dope. Well, so what does she think, man? Because I've been waiting for the review online. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I just got her to buy it. I didn't say I got her to read it yet.
Oh,
uh, you know, she's a teacher and she had a production this week, so she's been like slammed with that. But
Leah, we
wanted
want
to
to
make
know,
sure
man.
she got a copy of it before
Actually,
they
you know
sold
what?
out.
It'd be fun to bring her on and she doesn't read often, right? So it'd be cool to hear her thoughts.
She reads often, just not comic books.
No, you know what I mean? Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Real talk, I didn't know what you meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're pretty annoying, bro.
What was that?
I mean, you don't got to be that mad that it's not your book. Two Graves is caca. Just it's okay. Some
Well,
books
I
are
just
some books
don't.
are crap. Yo, she muted
Why'd
her.
you mute me?
You're such a weirdo, bro. Oh man, it's the doodle book, man. It is what
No,
it is.
it's not.
Yeah, it really is, though.
It's really not. There's
Don't
a
waste
few
your time
books
on that
that
one,
you
folks.
like
Your hard
that
earned
I
money.
think are
We
trash.
try to put you onto heat onto this show, man. Not you know. We
Try
don't.
to put them on the heat and
We respect you guys. I respect you, anyways.
Yeah, but didn't you pitch like a mid Superman book last week?
Death of Superman?
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Did you read it?
Yeah, it was a whole lot of fun.
You didn't read it.
I did.
Yeah, what happened on page 3? Comic Pro you.
What happened on page? You're such a... Oh yeah, the thing happened on page 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what else? I finally it took me the better part of a month. But I finally completed The Dark Knight from Benjamin Percy. All you nerds out there know what Percy's written. Green Lantern, Wolverine, of course, Teen Titans. Very good. This had a probably so. I would say. Well, I'll explain it to you like this. I don't want to get too much away. You think the book starts off. I thought it was like something like akin to like Bad Robot or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cybernet kind of like hacker type thing, and it's got those elements for sure. But I thought that was that kind of a straight up book, you know, and it's delving into like the darknet. No, man, this is a straight up supernatural book. You know, we got basically demons fighting like angels. A fight for good and evil. It's set in Portland, and there's a little girl who can't see. One of the main characters, so she wears this thing called the Mirage, like, you know, almost like Google glasses, right? Technology helps her to see. But you know, this book is I really enjoyed it because you think it's one thing, and then it kind of takes a complete left turn, and then it's just fast paced, yo. Super fast paced. And you read this one actually too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think
like
of it?
around the time it came out. What year did it get published?
I think like 2017. It's been out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2017 here. But man, I was like fully entertained with this man. And I'm gonna check out his his other works, his other novels.
Mhm.
Recommend this Darknet, folks, man. Super.
And I
Actually,
did.
I'd love to see like as a the whole time I'm like, oh, this would make such a cool movie, man. Um, yeah, the little settings and stuff, and yeah, I dig
And I
it.
finally. It took me 2 weeks to watch it, but I finally finished watching Don't Worry, Darling. And
Tara,
it.
hold on. Tara's reading the Darknet. You're
I
reading
told
it?
you
Get
that
out of
yesterday.
here, Tara. We gotta talk afterwards. We gotta talk. I've been trying to talk to Alaba. She's like, I don't want to. So
Yeah. Well, I preferred the prequel to Lightnet, so. Um.
we'll talk, Tara. Yes, very excited to hear your thoughts, man. Yeah, man, this one was so much fun. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
People
All of you talking about Don't worry, darling. My guys, you guys, oof, awful. I'm talking about awful. I feel like
don't worry.
visually it's a really good movie, but structurally and then I read the original script, and
There's like no segue there. I have no. What are you talking
oh,
about?
I thought we were talking about stuff we've been doing the
Are
last
you
couple
okay?
days.
I'm like,
I finished watching Don't Worry, Darling.
yeah, come on, hit us with this. Like, come on, segue. What's going on here? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Don't Worry, Darling.
Okay, what is that? A movie?
It's a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that Olivia Wilde movie.
Oh, is that the
All the
one
gossip
you
fodder.
heard all the
Yeah, all
all
the noise,
the
which
behind the
was
scenes
more exciting than what was happening in the movie.
shenanigans? So it was like two guys.
Visually beautiful.
Mm.
Florence is great and everything. I don't think Harry Styles is ready to be a leading actor. He came off as a joke. I didn't take him seriously. I don't even remember his performance. And you know what I mean? I remember Olivia Wilde more, and she was like a minor character. And I don't know. It's, how sometimes you watch something and it's just like, oh, you really hate women. You know what I mean? And it's like some stories are like redemption on stories about women, but this one is like, okay. And I see what she was trying to do because she had the script rewritten because it was originally written by brothers. And I went back and I read the original script, and I feel like there's a lot of elements from the original script that would have worked better. But, you can't tell some people what to do. So it wasn't it. And again, visually, it was beautiful. And the concept was sound, but it just... Somebody said I watched it in fast forward and it just looked like a bunch of fancy dinner parties. And somebody was like, yeah, basically, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was elements of it I wish had been more of a
But you're talking, and I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Like, what is the movie even about? You just saying
kind of
it's
like a
not good.
Stepford Wives situation where
Yeah.
this lady and her husband live in this like cookie cutter town, and
Okay.
all of the husbands leave for work at the same time. And so you kind of they kind of promoted the movie not sci-fi or not supernatural or nothing like that. So
But
you're
it kinda
kind
is.
of, huh?
But it kind of is.
Oh, it's a sci-fi movie, but they
Mm.
don't. And I wish that they had led with that because I don't think
What
it's
is
a
a sci-fi?
spoiler.
Okay.
Huh?
It is a sci-fi.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I wish they had sci-fi, future tech,
Yeah.
neo noir. But
Okay.
in the original script, it's like pretty established that it's like 2050, like
Okay.
the near future.
Yeah.
But in this,
Reminds
it's
me of-
not.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, that sounds like I'd be into it. But you
But
were.
listen, the original script,
Yeah.
because I love reading scripts, like, because sometimes the scripts are definitely more entertaining than executed.
Right.
And the original script, I feel, is more your speed. It's a bit more gritty.
Okay.
It's a
Where'd you
bit.
get the script?
Oh, I got connections. I can send it
Yeah.
over.
Tara, what is FF? What is that?
It fast forward.
Oh, now I have to watch it fast. Oh, okay. Stupid.
But the rewritten one, and again, not to be like man versus woman, but the rewritten script was by a woman.
Why are we gonna make it about genders? Maybe it's just
Because that's like one of the main points of the movie is like it's very much a misogynoir.
man.
you
Sometimes
know.
it's not about that.
It is literally about that.
But you seem to make a lot of things about that, man. I mean,
Well, it usually is. But in this case specifically, it absolutely is the plot of the movie
Okay,
is
fair enough.
misogynoir.
Who's the other one? I know is the singer, the famous singer, Olivia Wilde, and who's the other one?
Who's the Florence Pugh from
Florence Pugh. That's what I was
Midsommar,
forgetting. Yeah, from
and then
Black Widow, right?
from who?
Black Widow, the sister, Helena.
Can we talk
Helena?
about the movies that matter from Midsommar?
Midsummer's caca, bro.
Your caca.
Talk about pretentious.
Talk about real
art
talk.
house. No. Midsummer. Yo,
We're not even gonna give him a platform. For that
Midsummer.
one. Hold on, Sergio. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
It is.
Out of my way, big mouth!
You can't use my.
I know,
gifts.
but we're like at over 2 hours, so I
That's
figured
so
it
rude.
was fair.
Don't ever use my gifts on me again, man.
Never again.
No, Midsummer, and I've said it before, and yo, it's shock and gore, trying to masquerade as high art, and it's not. It's not. I'm on to you, Midsummer. You're not high art. You're not art house.
That's art house.
You're not elevated art. No. It was a doo-doo movie, one of the most overrated flicks of the last century, man. No good. No bueno.
Says the chair.
I know, Joey, you smart, Holmes. You really are. It was the most overrated, pretentious thing I have seen, man.
But okay,
you know?
but you
and
went
the
into
fact
it
that
with
so many people
expectations.
Our house. I've got.
All right, guys.
Get out of here.
Where's the outro?
Get out of here.
You're,
Don't be mad. It's
we've
okay.
been
We
on
can
live
disagree.
for-
You don't gotta get so worked out, my dear.
Because I'm just tired. I want to go to sleep.
Hey, it's good. Sometimes disagreements make for good discussion. If we're always agreeing on everything, that's boring, man. Nobody wants to watch
But
that.
the thing is, you can't argue with you.
Ma'am, I suggest all the fine folks watch the replay of Two Graves. You wouldn't let me get a word out.
Of what one? Of what one?
I let you talk.
When?
No, I mean, listen, Midsummer is not as good. People.
What I'll say is, there's no changing your opinion on anything, or opening your eyes to a different perspective on things. So it's like not worth arguing with you about stuff.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I know so. You
Just
know what?
arguing,
Next episode, let's bring on a panel of exes.
Oh my
What
God.
is it like to argue with Sergio IRL?
Brick wall. Hey, listen, it just wasn't a very good movie, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, listen. If it didn't try to play play itself off as if it just straight up says we're a shark, gore.
I didn't take it as that though. It was
You
like
know.
a domestic drama, some folk horror.
Yeah.
I thought it did the like antithesis of like the hero's journey kind of, where she it wasn't super tropey. It was gross. There was some gross scenes, but
You know what was dope though, Al? Let's talk about something positive real quick. Because I want to set something up on the channel. Maybe next week. I'll see when everybody's available. Because it seems to be some interest on the timeline to discuss Barbarian.
Well, actually, I asked Tara
Barbarian absolutely lived up to that.
if she wanted to do a tea time of just movies and just have people on.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Tara and I were planning on doing a tea time
Mm-hmm.
or tea room where we just talk about the latest movies and stuff, and have like the people on who movie watch.
Yeah, that's dope.
Well,
That's dope.
You might get an invite. You never know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was already setting up the Barbarian thing, but you're not invited to that.
No, Barbarian will be a part of the tea room.
No, but I'm doing mine before, so that's cool. No, listen, I was trying to set up like a Barbarian thing.
Yeah, I know Sergio can get a little slow and redundant, but we don't need to look into it too much.
It really gets to you when I don't like your stuff, eh?
No, it just gets
I
to me
see
that
that.
you just like you
It's
bulldoze
okay.
when you argue. You just this is the end of the show,
okay.
guys.
Man, it's all right,
Somebody clip this to make it seem like we don't get along.
Yeah, I really don't like you though. So.
I don't like you either.
Yeah. We're just gonna go the next 30 minutes as just bickering.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like 0 viewers.
I hate.
Look. That's what I'm saying.
I hate host this show.
Are we
I
ending
only
it on a
host
fight?
this show out of spite.
Hey, we got to boost the numbers. Let's just degenerate into say. Ooh, that's hard.
Ooh.
Say three nice
Uh,
things. Oh,
um,
I don't know if I can do that. That's
uh,
tough. She's a person.
you like that I'm a person?
She's alive.
You like that I'm
El's not
alive?
dead. El's not
Okay.
dead.
Uh-huh.
Even that, I don't know.
I like how his eyebrows connect to his muttons.
Okay, two. Come on, hit me with two nice things. I'll get you two nice things out. I was passionate about stuffs and things.
I like that
Clearly,
you're
look at our
you're very
two cases.
straightforward. If you guys have ever done a Google of his tweets,
Mm.
he has a hard time watching his mouth.
And
I appreciate the honesty as long as it's not directed towards me.
Shout out.
And I will say that he is a good businessman, especially when it comes to, you know, some of the outside noise that has affected, you know, him especially on Twitter, where you have people who are telling false stories. And it's so ridiculous that some of the stories, and you know, just don't believe them. Like, if nothing else, you know, I've never lied to you guys. So
You're a weirdo.
so you know, he's a real one when it comes.
So you said 1.5 nice things. I don't know.
That was two. You're a good businessman,
Okay.
and you're honest.
All right.
Usually, you know.
All right. What did I say? I said you're passionate. There you go.
Okay.
And hard worker. Hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot for the show behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Hella annoying though.
Yeah.
Hella annoying.
If you guys wanted some behind the scenes,
Oh my gosh.
One of my favorite things about doing this show is that I have administrative access only to the old server. So whenever I just need a good story, I go back and read The Fall of the House of Nerds.
Oh my god. Hey, shit. Hey, chill. Have you watched Black Panther yet?
I watched the.
I know you have.
Scene.
I know. You know what? I know Chill's gonna. He's probably tell the truth, Chill. I know you went night one, bro. I know you went Thursday.
Wow.
I'm gonna go on Tuesday. Tuesday. I'm excited. Knock on wood. I've avoided spoilers so far. I got like 1.5 days, 2 days to watch.
Black Panther wasn't in it.
What? Oh, hold on. You want me to trigger him? Want me to trigger him? Black Panther wasn't it? It was Shuri, fam.
You know what? I'm curious to see moving forward, like when the next, you know, black superhero movie comes out, if American blacks are gonna represent like they do for a fictional place in Africa. I'm curious about that because
what do you mean?
Let's just say there's a subset of American black people who will put on like the traditional African garb and show up to see Wakanda Forever.
Oh,
and it's like, not to get into culture politics or anything, but it's not always a mutual respect thing. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna turn up in the same droves when it's for.
Tara says she went Thursday. Tara, non-spoiler thoughts. Hit us with some non-spoiler thoughts. Did you like it better than BP1? I'm honestly, I'm excited to check it out. I've been hearing.
I wanted to have all of like a whole white panel to discuss it. I read this one review on Twitter from one of our mutuals. I'm not going to say their names, but they were like, yeah, Black Panther 2 was better than the first one. I'm like, so you like that Chadwick is dead? What a weirdo.
From a flight. We're checking out. Okay. Yeah, I'm going Tuesday. IMAX, baby.
Yeah, I'll see it on Disney Plus.
Juanito saw it yesterday. Okay.
I saw the after credit scene on Twitter. Shout out to Twitter for ruining everything.
I'm to be honest, what I've been seeing is everybody's loving Namor. Nathan? Nathan? What's his name? Yeah, but I've been seeing lots of love for him, so that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. You know, Latinos doing big things, baby. But you know what I'm even more hype? Blue Beetle, yo. An actual like proper.
Wow, not you
Latino
changing the
character.
subject from Black diaspora to your own agenda.
Yeah, what we do, baby? La casita de nerd. Get out of here, yo.
What did you say you wanted to name it for Black History Month again?
I don't know. Bring your ring. Bring your ring. All right. All right.
Is that what that emoji is?
I don't know.
It's
That's
like
what
a
I see. I see a
Bring your carrot.
bring your carrot. Yeah. That's a ring. No?
I don't know.
What are you saying? Or no, you know what that is? Hold on. You know what that is? Hold on.
What is it?
Look at
That?
What is that, Al? You know.
What is that?
You know, but that's
A
a
cho?
butt plug.
Oh, I said a cho.
Oh, my God, look at it.
Why would I know what a butt plug is? I thought, didn't you tell me not to cuss on the show no more, and this is what you do?
I got the receipts. Get out of here.
Ew. That's something you can't produce. So
What's one saying? He's saying that the new hand motion for Mexicans in the Marvel universe. You know how Black Panther has eczema with hands. Just wait till you see what they have for that. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Curious to see. Curious to check it out. Yeah, I'm hyped. Are you gonna go watch it in theaters, Al?
no, I'm gonna catch it on D+ when my kids watch it.
You enjoy it. You guys are weirdos. D+. Come on, this is a big film. You gotta watch it in this.
I have a nice TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got? 70?
I have a box.
You got them. You got the old.
Yeah, I got a
Stereophonic.
32 inch. I got a 20. I got one of those kinds you crank it. It doesn't need no plug.
Oh
We used to have one of those in my dad's car. He was a security guard, and we would go with him to work overnight, and we would crank that thing up just to watch. Who's the one who fishes a lot? Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith. Oh, you really are old. Andy.
It was reruns. It would be the only that and MASH would be like the only things on that time of night.
MASH, you too? Oh, your old man is similar.
Last movie I saw in theaters was It too.
You know?
It was for me it was The Grudge. Fucking stupid ass movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Glass Onion. Knives Out was the last movie I saw with my daughter in theaters.
Shit, man. No, honestly, yo, I love the theater experience. I don't go for like every movie, but I know a lot of people, especially with the pandemic, they got used to like, just staying at home, streaming and stuff. For me, I still have to go like, once a month.
Before the pandemic, I had to pass. I would go like every weekend just to have time to myself.
Yeah.
Away from the kids, but
What do you like to get at the theater?
Popcorn, no butter.
Yeah. I like Sour Patch Kids.
And I always get from the free for the what's it called, the machine you can make any drink. I love me a Diet Coke lime or lemon, whichever. And I always get a small popcorn and the biggest drink. Like the biggest drink you can get. But my first job was a movie theater, and just popcorn in general is like my favorite food. Like I'll eat popcorn for every meal. The point my stomach hurts and I'm like crying because I'm like, why don't I feel good? And it's I eat
Do they have the VIP theaters in the States?
They do, but they're not as like, I kind of live if I went closer to the city. But, like, from where I'm at, they're all pretty, like, basic theaters.
I always suspected Chell was a serial killer, and now he just confirmed it.
I love cherry vanilla Coke.
Oh, you too?
With rum?
Weirdo.
With rum? Throw some rum in that bad boy?
With rum? Oh, no. Rum is already sweet. Like.
Oh, I do, but you can get cherry vanilla Coke Zero, and so there's no sugar. So the rum kind of makes it sweet.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
That's me and Leah last night. Oof, we had a time last night. Yeah, we had a girls' night and
watching the homie Chappelle.
Yeah, watching
on
Chappelle on SNL.
I'm gonna watch the replay, man. Chappelle's the GOAT, man.
I love watching some jokes. And we played some Dead by Daylight, which is getting adapted from Titan Comics.
Dead by Daylight, yeah. Okay. Before we get out of here, what
Yeah,
did you
we should've
think of
been out of here like 40 minutes
what did
ago.
you think of oh yeah, I was asking before. I was asking about the VIP. VIP is so dope. So it came out here, I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. But I love it, like full recliner seats, man.
Mhm.
You know, like the automatic adjustment. You got the tray. They come to, so it's just like
Mhm.
in sections of twos. So your date and
Yeah,
stuff,
we don't
your
have
case
that. But the last
by
time I
yourself.
went, they had just
Your
started
loser.
doing seat
But
side. I'm just gonna keep talking. When
no,
the
but
last
then
time I went, they had just started doing like seat side delivery. And let me tell you how I felt like I used to live the life, because I wouldn't have my kids first time in a week, and I would go to the movies and I would order my food on the phone, and then yes, waiter, bring me my selections. But then on the flip side of that, having been, in lockdown for so long, and then, readjusting to the real world and having IBS, I'm so used to having easy access to the bathroom that being stuck in a movie theater for 2.5 hours with not my own toilet freaks me out mentally.
oh my gosh.
And just being transparent, you know what I mean?
Transparency, full transparency. How do you use baby wipes?
Full transparency, I
Hmm.
use my hand.
I knew you were a
And then
weirdo.
I wipe it over stuff I send you in the mail. And then you PayPal me $30 for it because that's your thing.
Oh my god.
Kink exposed.
Ink exposed.
Real talk.
Real talk.
You said I love that American smear.
Every time I open up one of your packages, I think, there's something about it. What is it? Yeah.
And then you lick it a little. You're like, let me order another book from her.
Yeah. It's okay. I got you too.
Real talk. Men start peeing sitting down. That way you don't have to clean the bottom so many times. Oh, I thought you meant like the tip of your penis.
One, I didn't even. Men start peeing sitting down. That way you don't have to clean the bottom. I don't get it.
I think you're talking about the bottom of the toilet.
Huh?
How
Oh, I
rings
see.
do you think
Clean
are
around
at the
toilet.
bottom of Sergio's
Listen,
toilet?
bro, you just gotta have good aim, fam. Come on.
You seem the type that doesn't. You just like run in and run out, and just wherever it falls, it falls.
I freebase that. I just
One more time.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You gotta have fun with it. Make it a game.
A game.
Make it a game.
Oh god. And then I know, like, too, being so close to the toilet, based on the pictures of you and Tate, being already so close to the toilet.
You really wanna, Joey? You gotta aim for the poo stains. Make it. I got you.
That's how you clean your toilet, is with your own piss. You be power washing that.
I'm crying. Oh, why are you? This is a family show. What are you getting into? Look, we just
family
lost
show.
half our viewers.
Right. The 5 people that are still.
We just lost half our viewers.
They're like, why are they still on?
Oh my god, yo.
And then you attach this to prestigious work of Alexis and Andrew. This is how come every time Alexis is on, the talk goes to something queef or poop related.
He brings that energy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It looked like he pulled it out.
Oh,
Could you imagine? Because we're lucky he was wearing pants right now. He could have just been free.
But I had to double check. I had to double check. Yeah. No, I was saying. So I started watching Cabinet of Curiosities.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple episodes,
Mm-hmm.
utterly magnificent, yo.
I only watched the cream one.
So the cream. Oh, that was my least favorite so far.
Okay, so I'll go back.
You're so mid, bro. You are. Like,
I didn't say it was good. I said that's the only one I watched.
Get out of here. Oh, you would like that.
No, I don't. I'm not. Ugh. It grosses me out.
And you know what? That was my most anticipated, because The director is Anna Lily Amanpour, who
Mhm.
directed A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, the classic, black and white spaghetti western vampire flick, you know. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be magnificent. Da-da-da. No, it didn't hit. I will say, like, the photography was dope, the camera angles, the lighting, all that stuff. But the story, you know what it is? I'll be honest. Is that actress? I find her insufferable. Insufferable. Oh,
Okay, insider.
no. She's
Insufferable.
I think she played Raj's girlfriend on Big
Yeah.
Bang Theory. She's been in some other stuff. She's just you're obnoxious. Get out. Like, stop, quit. Should be an actress. Get out of here.
Uh-oh.
Joey saying he liked the cream one. Get out of here, Joe. Get out of here. I'm just gonna be belligerent with our viewers.
Right. this is how you treat him for real.
The cream of the crop. The cream film
Sorry,
yeah.
His whole plan is to just heckle until everybody leaves.
Yes, finally, someone with some a little bit of the je ne sais quoi, the taste. The Rats episode, which was number 2, I believe. The Rats episode and the very first one, my favorite.
You would like
by
an
far.
episode about rats.
By far, about rat stuff, you treacherous. No, but the Rat episode was so good, man. I was like claustrophobic watching that episode. And plus, you got like these giant ass rats. It was great.
Well, that's how I felt about the cream one. Like, it made me itchy, like physically ill.
Let's go take a shower, man. Take a shower. Tell Mama Dukes come on live with us. Bring Mama Dukes on. Bring it on.
Now you're not inviting Tara. Tara, bring your mom on.
Bring the
she
mama.
gets on and she actually talk.
Yeah. Why not?
No, we're talking about Cabinet of Curiosities.
Yeah, Cabinet of Curiosities by Guillermo del Toro. So the first couple is so good, and then they just progressively. I wasn't feeling them like the cream one, and then the one I'm on right now is the one with the Harry Potter guy, Rupert Grinch. Yes,
Rupert Grinch.
Yeah.
Grint. You want to
Grit?
say it correct? Grint.
Grit? Oh, whatever. Yeah. He was. I watched that. It was sick. Yeah.
But amazing.
Oh, we got. Are these your bros?
Yeah, these are my brothers. Vivek, he's my older brother, Marcus, and that's his drawing in the thumbnail.
Oh,
and
shit!
Then,
No way, that's dope.
He's an artiste, and then my youngest brother, Matthew.
Where do I recognize that name from? Where's that from though? Vivek Alakazam. I feel like it's from
maybe Twitter or Instagram. Oh, you're talking about like physically,
like in media.
Yeah. Well, he used to make a snuff porn,
Yeah.
so you might have seen it on your hub.
Okay, so he's an artiste.
He's an artiste.
He's an artiste. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
He said it was the snuff movies, but only him. He's a solo. You want to know what's so funny? My husband, he hates when me and my brothers get together because he's like, you guys just sit around in a circle and you tell the most Orange County roasting jokes to each other. It's so annoying.
Hey, that's the way you gotta.
That's how we do. We just get in a circle and roast each other the whole time.
Hey, he'd probably enjoy Lovesick. Did you put him onto that?
He actually reads and makes his own stuff too.
That's pretty dope. Oh, is this the bro with the one you said his wifey took Kurt's classes?
Yeah. His fiance Tanya, she took the Kurt Michael Russell's coloring class to land him. They're like
Matthew.
Elementary
Thank
school.
you. We've been waiting for it. I feel like she's catfishing. Is this a dude? Can you confirm?
I am in fact. And you know what's funny? If you look at my brothers, they all look exactly the same. They're all bald and they all have beards.
Oh man.
No, they can't. They're saying this because I don't even get on camera when I'm on FaceTime with them.
Are you okay? You're a serial killer.
I want them to come and see me, and I'm a whole different person.
Oh my god.
You know, like the whole Michael Jackson scenario. They come and see me and I'm a different race.
Yeah. No, the Rupert one, it was okay. I have to finish. I have to finish though.
Juan said bully. Have you? It's where you get the middle brother and roast that one brother. Put him in the middle and roast.
This is true. We've known that.
We've established.
Uh,
We've also established that Sergio wears the hat because his
Quad
his
flag.
eyebrows go all the way back. He just has 2 streaks of hair from the eyebrows all the way to the back of his head.
I love it. I love it. We gotta bring your bros on one of these days. And
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't need them to know me who I am.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What did you say one time? Make the hacker sound. One time Sergio was like, I'm gonna hack it to make sure you're on camera for this interview or something. And then he Yes, Matthew, bring them back as the Serples. Hashtag Serples.
Oh, hey, man. Yeah, so I gotta finish Cabinet of Curiosities. Oh my God! You know what has been absolutely Andor, man. Andor is by far the best Disney Star Wars content that has
Is that before or after
not even
Voyager?
close. It's not even close. Eh?
Is that before or after Voyager? Discovery?
Man, this girl's trying to talk to me about Star. That's so rude, yo.
That's what if it cut off for real? The broadcast.
I debated just leaving the screen blank and see how long people. Man, but Andor has been so good, man. Someone tried to tell me Mando season 2 was better, and I unfollowed and blocked. I actually spat in his face.
Yeah.
I said, don't. That's ridiculous.
You
stop
spit
it.
in their face. Y'all know that's instant COVID.
I said,
Wuhan, it's Sir Han.
you're gonna make comments like that? No.
Yeah. We
Later,
cancel
Tara.
each other out.
Thank you so much. It was fun hanging out with you. Film noir, yeah, tea room, baby. No, Andor. Have you been watching that at all?
Sure haven't.
Oh my gosh! Oh, what are you waiting?
Apparently, that's the name of the character too, not a place.
Oh.
So somebody said that on the timeline, and I said, "Oh, good to know. I'm gonna keep that information in my head when I try to pretend like I watch it."
His name's Cassian Andor. But first of all,
first and last, huh?
He's killing it. He's killing it. The
each other
actor.
well.
He's been in a whole bunch of stuff.
Who's the actor?
Shoot, what is his name? But he was he got his start in Y Tu Mamá También, the classic film. I'm getting distracted, but it is absolutely it has to be. You got to do it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
And when you say you spat at him, it was a slow spit, by the way, guys. It wasn't like a quick, it was he held his face down. Right after he ate a Whopper.
Well, check out Andrew. So you can talk about it, man. I haven't watched the last one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have a third Merritt brother?
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yo,
he's younger than me. He's the middle brother. Yeah.
I love it. Bring them all on, and let's just have our roasting session.
No, because you're like I could roast you and be fine, but they get mean.
Yeah, bring him on. Next week,
it's
folks,
hard carrying the weight of being the funny sibling, but
we're gonna have the Familia Merritt. And,
you said a third one revealed.
Yeah, yo, look at one. The Marriott Hotel, 100%.
Oh, that's funny.
The house is becoming a hotel. Airbnb.
And you know what? Shout out to Alex, or Reggie. He's the brother I always mention when I talk about drugs.
Why you always putting him in the bags like that, yo?
I thought we were roasting.
So hold on. Who's the brother that you had beat up in high
Oh,
school?
that was Marcus. That's Vivicrux.
Vivicrux. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Marcus, I told him the story of when it was your birthday at Southwest DeKalb, and you know the all black school they got their own traditions, and we came from Orange County, and like when we moved there, everybody was looking at my brother and I like we're like the only two white kids at this school, like we're mixed but we're very fair, and so it was his birthday, and I told these guys it was his birthday. I took him to the field. I said, "Can you meet me down here?"
Oh my god, bro! Why would you do that to your own brother?
My brother and I, me and Marcus, we used to fight like to the death. Like we used to, but now like now we're cool. But like, cause we were so close in age, and you know he always accused me of trying to take his friends, which was true. It was true.
You admitted it on the review. You were a hanger-on.
I was, cause I was socially awkward. You know what it is? When I was in elementary school, I was like, I hung out with the popular girls, the popular white girls and stuff. But when I was in middle school, I ended up missing a big chunk of school because my dad got sick. So I didn't go to school anymore. And so I feel like over that summer and school year, I like lost all of... No. I'm very proud of Reggie. He turned his life around. Yeah. He's been clean for a very long time. He's a hard worker.
Shout out,
you know, he has a girlfriend who's amazing, and you know he's doing big things, and I'm very proud of him. But it is fun to go back and be like, remember that time I saw you outside fiending, and I tried to give you some Olive Garden, and you said I'm not hungry. It's like you're very hungry. You're like it was like burnt orange from being outside panhandling, and I was like, please. I felt so bad. I went home. I didn't even want to eat the leftovers. So I was like,
I feel like you should probably double check with homie and make sure that this stuff is okay to tell on air.
Oh, we're a very open family when it comes to trauma. Yes.
Tell their homie this she's editing me out right.
No, he should be proud of himself too. No, he's cool. My brothers are like, I don't know. Sometimes they post and I'll like not popular girl problems. No,
she was never a popular girl. 100%.
My dad got
the
sick.
Outcast, the socially awkward.
No, you're right to an extent. I was popular in elementary school, in middle school, but then when it was time to go to high school, I missed like a year and a half of school, and I stayed at home and took care of my dad until he passed away. And then after he passed away, I had to like reintegrate into like teenagedom, you know what I mean? And I didn't know how, because I had spent that transition period with just my dad and adults. So I didn't know how to talk to people anymore, and I ate lunch in the library. I did in high school. Oh, Marcus, since we're calling people out, Vivicrux, I did do his homework in high school. I did his reading reports and all of that stuff. And we were in art class together. And I
payback for getting him beat up, yo. Jeez,
no, I did it because I liked to read. I was a fucking nerd in high school. I was a nerd.
All right, next week, folks, Merritt family reunion. Only on the House of Nerd show, baby.
I don't think House of Nerd, we would automatically get demonetized, even though we're not monetized.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, not him saying I'm a problem mixed girl. I know, I got family. Just without the drugs. It was the other sibling.
Hey, Juan, hit me with a show too, because I'm done. I've got one more episode of Andor, and I don't know what to watch.
Watch Inside Man. That was good.
No,
24
man.
episodes.
You got the mid recommendations. Oh my god. I'm gonna hit up Cookie. Cookie's got the good recs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit up Cookie. Yo, everybody in the chats, thanks for hanging out with us. Man, we went almost 3 hours just.
No, because you wouldn't stop talking.
You talk too much.
I tried to end the show after Alexis.
You talk too much, man.
You guys check in with Sergio later to make sure that he backs.
I'm going to. I'm gonna. Yeah, have to. I get that hardcover. That's Fight Forever, folks. Live now, going back that bad boy. Come hang out with us next week. We got some stuffs and some things planned. I had a lot of fun with you today. You know, even though you get on my nerves.
I wish I could say the same.
Wow, that's rude.
We just pretended to like each other right now.
See, I actually don't really like you, bro. Yeah, you're off the show. Folks, thanks for hanging out with us. Okay. Oh. Wrong one. It's been a long one.
I tried to end it, making them think I was gone. Why'd you do
I
that?
gotta get a coffee. Come hang out with us next weeks. All right. Are you gonna say bye-bye now?
I got like a flashback, like a war flashback. Like we gotta start it again.
Oh my god, not again. Okay, we're out. Let's end this.